right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer Review podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
4, 3, 2, 1. It is all over. The Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
For the win. Draisaitl centers McDavid, tips it home. Game over.
Gretzky going in. Suter trying to get back. Gretzky with his nice score.
It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go.
And he scores. Leon Draisaitl.
It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
And there it is. Zach Hyman.
It's the Cool Band Red Hot Nielson Show. Let's go.
The Oilers pouring it on. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Smith from behind the net. A wraparound. Horton scores. Edmonton wins.
Everybody tuning in, even my wife. And those Macramala intros are cutting like a knife.
That is an absolutely pitifully bad call.
Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life.
It is Marchand scores.
Let's talk at 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
McDavid, beautiful move. In on it. What can you say?
Let's see the Curry score.
Here they come, the Oilers. It's dropped back for Bookberger. Shoots, scores! Bookberger! The Oilers win it!
The Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
Ferdinand Salas is my gaga.
Para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia para mi batía. Arriba y arriba, ay arriba, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán. Everybody now. La bamba.
Oh, yeah! Pour it on! You wanna win it! Game on, yeah!
time you've been waiting. The top line's just a flying, cause man, yeah, they want one. You know they want to. Can you feel it? Can you feel it tonight? Can't go high glove, cause Stewie Skins is a guy. It's the moment, yeah, they're rolling tonight. Get your hands up, right to the cup, and yes, they lift the cup again. Got no doubt in my head, and yes, they lift the cup.
Very impressive. Taking a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine.
Girl, I can't understand it. Why you wanna hurt me?
That's why it's the Stanley Cup.
After all of the things I've done for you.
It's hard. It's hard.
I buy you champagne and roses, put diamonds on your finger. Still you hang out all night. What am I to do? My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Step inside Rogers Place, play La Bamba. Step inside Rogers Place, play La Bamba. Baby!
Play the mama, baby.
But we're a dangerous team when we're rolling, and we're healthy, and we are healthy.
Cup is on the line, baby, come and get it done. 16 wins, yeah, they're going on a run. Looking to advance, going deep in the dance. Hop on the bandwagon, let's hear the fans. The fans.
Special place to play, honestly. So much history, these fans. It's great to hear their sport.
Wrestling and dazzling every single night. Clubs coming up, baby, gonna be a fight. 6 games, 5 games, how about a sweep? Ticket prices, yeah, they're gonna be steep, yeah. Yeah! Come on! It's the playoffs!
Drinking 200!
It's the playoffs! Take the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Ooh, gotta get the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Come on, lift it up! Let's go win the Stanley! Waited long enough. It's time. No more wait for the oil. It's the fate, yeah. Listen, first gear, second gear, third gear, go. McDavid 97 needs a one-man show. Draisaitl, Iverson, gotta love the nude. Bruce Skinner and Picks need to be huge. Be huge. Be huge. They gotta squeeze a little, squeeze a little, squeeze a little more. Get the bottom 6 to find a way to score. One time, overtime, gotta find a way. Jam-packed moss pit going insane. Yeah! Yeah! Cheer a little more. It's the playoffs. Crank it up. It's the playoffs.
Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to the show. A splendid program we've got organized for you today. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Please.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you too, gentlemen.
No.
YouTube Trev, see? Can I get a winya?
Winya.
Oh, winya
Winya,
indeed. A
winya.
fine winya.
Winya.
On this gloomy yet exciting the Thursday morning of a gentleman's show. They fine for gentlemen. A heinous effort last night by the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. We'll get to that as we work our way through the program, won't we?
A damn shame, eh? Ain't that old knave?
A darn shame to see the biggest group of frauds in the history of the league. Have a problem there once again. 780-289-9999. Hammer the thumbs up for us today. It's a gentleman's show. Morning after a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, very gentleman.
Shall we have a toast for all the gentlemen out there?
Yes.
A toast, fine gentlemen like yourself.
Yes.
And all the other fine ladies who are gentlemen as well. This was left outside the office this morning. This is a bottle of port. No cheers for a gentleman?
Oh, I know. I was waiting.
Oh, and a fine pour from you there, YouTube Trevor.
Yeah.
A fine pour indeed.
Of course.
A splendid splash.
Anything for you two gentlemen. Anything.
You have to text us things that gentlemen would say this morning. Eh?
Yeah, taking all the requests.
Yeah. Send them in. 780-218-9999. Now it gets into the Paris Jewelers inbox. Oh, PJs. Now there's a place. There's a place at PJs that do not pay for a single year. If you can believe it, at PJs. ParisJewelers.com. That's their website. It's fantastic. Good day to you.
Very splendid.
Just so for those of you who know, we just had our first drink. It's not like we've been in here since 4:30 pounding them back.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I haven't been. I mean, you might have been.
Yeah, I know.
Your text of the day today will win a gift certificate to A&W. But they've got a fine deal right now.
Today's got to be the day.
If Tina walks through those doors today, I'm dead.
We got to get the forks and the knives out.
That would be
only the good cutlery for today's burger drop.
Oh, burger, dismantled steakhouse team burger.
Yes.
For me and my fellow gentlemen over here.
Maybe you could spread the bacon jam on with a knife.
Oh, Tina from A&W, get those burgers in here. Pip.
Yes,
pip, if I do say so myself.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm proud of a toast to one fine finish, gentlemen. Kasperi Captain, grinding with the best of them.
Yeah.
Just here, you see. That is a mighty fine beverage first thing on a gentleman's show, eh? What do you think of this?
Indubitably.
It's a holding stick, and you got me.
Hook you, yeah.
A funny move from a gentleman on this fine morning. The Nielson Show, at least for today, maybe never again, brought to you by Southport Chevrolet.
There's nothing in these pipes as well we should make.
These pipes are just
these are virgin pipes.
$12 pipes I found at Sheffield and Sons yesterday. The guy was pretty stunned. I walked in there. I said, you got any cheap pipes? He goes, sure. He goes, you would like some tobacco? I said, nope.
No.
I'll just take 2 of those cheap pipes.
Just some bubble solution?
Yeah. I have bubble solution, but I don't think it would...
It'd be a little weird. Yeah.
It would be a little weird. I don't think we could actually get bubbles out of this.
Yeah.
But I bought bubbles as a backup if I didn't find the mighty fine smoking device here.
Read in the Paris Jewelers inbox on this day of gentlemen, wondering if Dick Venerette will be making an appearance.
I tried to get a hold of old Dick Venerette last night. Incommunicable. Not going to find him anywhere. Probably hung over indubitably. And
sounds like he's in the room with us right now.
No, Dick Venerette, certainly late night in Vegas. He's not going to be able to join us tonight. But as a true gentleman does, I did put something together for today.
Oh,
I did put put something together for the Nasties this morning to celebrate what many are going to be calling for the rest of our years, gentleman's sweep. 10 years from now, people will look upon us and go, remember the gentleman's sweep on the run to the 2025 Le Coupe de Stanley. And I'll say, of course I do. How could we forget it? Anyway, I put this together last night while I was watching the post-game show. And hey, if you're watching over on YouTube today, it's a record-setting day. Our record is 1,000 likes before 7:53. We are 5 away from 300. We could hit 500 by 6:30. It's not even crazy to think. Well, it's crazy to think, but it's possible. And if you're watching over on YouTube this morning, a mighty good reason to watch. It would be the Gentleman Show. Sub to the channel if you haven't already as well. Simple 101. It says, 2 gentlemen out for a fine smoke and a crumpet, I say. Let's welcome Bruce Boudreau to the show today. Bruce, how's it being a gentleman yourself? It's 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. The Wolf was in and says, last night I was drinking a bourbon on the rocks the entire game just to try and force the gentleman's swing. To the gentleman's sweep. Here. Here as well.
Yeah.
This is a fine little tune that was put together last night in the style of Vegas show tunes. We call it Good Night.
Or the Bayou.
Good Night, Golden Nights. This is for you, fresh off the audio presses this morning. Mighty fine, gentlemen, sweep.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup on and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't be Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
The only problem with that is that there's not more of it. There's not more of it.
It's just a hard cut right there.
Oh, my dear chaps. I'm just reading things people are saying today. One more time.
Yeah.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup on and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't be Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
That worked out pretty well. Hey, that's as Brandon Farrell says over the chat. Well done, old spore. Oh, the old spore. Old spore. Well done, old spore. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. It's the gentleman's sweep show.
Some aftershave?
Oh, you put some on? Oh, you did. I'm mighty fine. I'm going to aftershave myself.
Have a splash.
Oh, a little splash.
Try to put on
The
some
splash of
aftershave
after.
you
A
got,
gentleman only a gentleman was aftershave.
yeah.
Of course, I'll take some.
Oh, mighty fine. Mighty fine.
Treat
this
yourself
morning.
to a splash there. Yeah.
What a victory last night. It was only just a matter of time. Very nice of the Edmonton Oilers to allow those old spores to stick around for a little while.
Old sports.
780-218-9999. Keep the text messages flying in. Oh, man. Oh, it's a mighty fine. Ooh-wee.
It's on a Sunday.
Dave here, fine sport. Says, can I get a conch for this team?
Very becoming, isn't it?
We are just 106 likes away from changing 500 before 6:30. It's never been done before.
Very good.
They'll talk about it for the rest of our days, much like Kapanen's winner last night in a game where really not much else happened, I would say.
But a whimsical night around the league, wouldn't you say, old chap? Down in Toronto.
Oh, my goodness.
Tops being tossed onto the ice.
We are keeping tabs on the fallout in Toronto this morning. A bunch of... Let me see here.
It's a very depressing time out in Bud Nation.
Yeah, we're gonna check in on we're gonna check in on our old sports out east. They do a little listen live here on 1050. And
I wonder when open line time is.
See how that's going today. They must be devastated this morning, I would think. Well, that's okay. Let's lay out the program for you today.
Yes.
That's going to be a mighty fine program for all of you. Brandon Farrell says, does Dusty's hat come with a free bowl of soup? No, Dusty's hat still has its tag on it, actually. I plan on taking it back to Party City as long as they don't watch the show. I'm going to keep this, though. It'd be a good beating stick. I'll have this around for safety at the office, eh?
Yeah, and if people are getting, you can yank them off the stage, you know.
Your time here is done. Your time here is done. Could you be sitting here witnessing an SD really show today? Be on stage once again would be an honor.
Nothing. I probably said the same thing.
Let's take a little listen in this morning, shall we? To our partners, not our partners technically, but TSN 1050, where they're followed this morning. Must truly be a good laugh and a good chuckle for everyone.
A condemnation that I just can't believe. I think that there have been.
Oh, it's a mighty fine chap, James Duffy.
Mr. Duffy.
Mr. Duffy this morning. Mr. Duffy.
Certainly, blowing that 3-1 lead to Montreal, and even the way they lost in overtime in Game 7 last year. But I don't think there have been more embarrassing or producing losses than that performance last night. And I just
said, Sir James.
That's a damn shame.
That is terrific. I don't know if there have been more embarrassing losses than the one that was witnessed a mere 12 hours ago out in the Big Smoke. Oh, Big Smoke, I may.
Hogtown, yes.
All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Let's go over to I don't want to call him a server. I want to call him
the help.
The help. Let's go over to the help today. And a young YouTube Trevor, excellent pour earlier this morning.
Yes.
How are you? How are you on this fine day?
It's a mighty fine day. Good day, gentlemen.
A good day to you, sir.
Oh, what's an amazing past 12 hours it's been. It's been amazing, and the Oilers were able to get it done last night. To no surprise, 1-0 win. It was terrific. It was brilliant, and now I'm having the best day of my life. I really am. I couldn't fall asleep last night, gentlemen.
I also struggled to get some shut-eye last night. Yes. It was around 1 a.m. before I closed my eyes.
Is that right?
Yes.
I passed out in a drunken stupor myself.
Did you attend the affair last night? Did you attend the affair at Hudson's?
That I did not.
I also
it was an affair at
to
my residence. I had quite an affair.
Hersey texted this morning and says, later in the show, Dusty will be saying, "Yeah, I'm just one fine cocktail away from becoming the life of this lavish affair."
Get me out of the sweatsuit and into a dry cocktail.
This is probably the most ridiculous thing we've done, but I'll tell you.
You look like you're running rum somewhere in Chicago.
Running rum would be a fine business. A fine business indeed.
You're going in and...
I would have to agree.
You've got about 5 characters this morning that you're kind of just
waiting for
into
Charlie the Chin to come out.
As I said, I can't wait till Platterpalooza at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Our young help over there, have you ever considered running rum yourself? It's a dangerous game. Running rum is the most dangerous of games. Yeah. It worked out really well for a game to go 1-0 and kind of be a dull affair through 60 minutes for the Gentleman Sweep show. Like, there's not a lot we need to break down in the first 6.
They didn't pump them in an elimination game. It was very sporting.
Of course.
They gave the fans there a little bit of extra hockey in the end. Yes. You got a little bit more than your ticket price. And it was a 1-0. And away you go. And Stuart Skinner, I mean...
Stuart Skinner, the silencer of all the haters out there. A conch this morning for one Stuart Skinner, working in one of the greatest shutout performances over the last 2 games. It was Shaggy and St. Albert. This conch for you.
Well-deserved conch. Yes.
Just a mere 57 likes away from changing 500 before 6:30.
A paltry sum.
On a 1,000 like pace show before 7 a.m. when many of you rise for the day. So thank you very much for joining us.
How about that aftershave, eh? It's
that aftershave is. I thought it was the wine that might smell like that.
Yeah. It's the
Oh my God! For the last 15 days, the station has been presented to you by Play Alberta. A mighty fine time for a wager last night, if I do say so myself.
Agreed. Yeah.
Edmonton Oilers to score the final goal of that game. Dare I say, cash it? We shall cash the final goal.
Churching.
Churching indeed, Eric.
Yes.
And we take our bail clips and we go down the street for a bottle after the show.
Yes, count your winnings and,
All right, what do you want to hear these fine gentlemen say on this wonderful 6 o'clock morning?
Indubitably.
780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. 99. Joel says, you sound like you just got off the Titanic, rich man. Oh, I remember the Titanic.
Let me draw you like one of those French ladies. Eh? Yeah.
Big Rick Butcher says, Trev sounds like he should have a marmalade sandwich in his hat. A Paddington Bear over there. Eh? You look like a Paddington Bear this morning as well, young folk.
Well, thank you so much. It is a very nice thing to say.
You do sound like Paddington Bear.
Wow, thank you.
This is
I don't know.
My lovely dear. This is from Dave the Welder. My lovely dear. 'Twas an exciting night on this long road towards this treasure they call the Stanley Cup. Our warrior Stu seems to have recovered as we have conquered the second mountain. We will rest and see what awaits us around the bend. Stay well, my lovely. P.S. Your cousin Toronto seems to have fallen off a cliff. There appears to be no hope for life with him. My apologies. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'll make a note on that one.
Red's wondering if Santa Claus makes an appearance on the show today.
I think everybody's gonna make an appearance. I might be
You're
going
them all.
I might be going full blown Jar Jar by 7 o'clock today. 780-218-9999. Good night, Golden Knights.
Cool spring mornings with Renee.
Good night, Golden Knights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, Golden Knights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, Golden Knights. Oh, it is so sweet.
I do, H.E. Pennypacker Texan. So I do say, anyone who considers the Golden Knights a worthy contender to vanquish our beloved hometown club is rather a flapdoodle.
Yeah. A flapdoodle, you say?
A flapdoodle indeed.
Indeed.
Dare I say, they may also be silly gooses this morning.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. Sorry, I got carried away. I was in the zone there.
Oh, another glass of port for you,
I
old
should
chap,
not have done that.
Hey.
Language is preposterous.
Preposterous language. Oh, it is. It really is. We have preposterous boys today. Preposterous gentlemen, I guess I could say. Oh, all right. Still to come in the 6 o'clock hour. The Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. A mighty fine place to save $1 or $2. A couple of shekels you can take home to your fair lady.
You're killing me. Okay.
This is great. Greg the Carpenter is in. Only like a second text ever. It's top of the morning to you, fine gentlemen. The past 2 overtime periods, I engaged in marital relations with my wife, and the Oilers won both games. For the sake of the team, I shall continue with this tradition. A good day to you.
Continue with the relations.
All right. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. If you have not yet subbed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Can you imagine? I'm just living in a world where they get to the cup final and gentlemen sweep the team from the East. A gentleman's sweep morning to win the Stanley Cup. That's probably all worlds colliding.
We're renting the horses.
Well, we have horses and carriages lined up down the street.
Extra.
Read all about it. Get your newspaper here. Find the headline. Golden Knights.
I was going to say, if you want to read
Golden Knights no more.
Ports flowing, secrets are growing, and I haven't seen the Knights. Must be EST party. That's Hersey chimes in.
Poor Mark Stone watches from above.
Blood from a stone, no more.
All right. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Other things we need to say. Someone needs to say yes, rather, but say rather.
Rather.
I would rather see a regular sweep, but a gentleman's sweep will have to do. All right, let's. We got the morning after show coming up. The Fan Zone is on. I'm not going to this update till we have 500 likes. We're 4 away. If you're watching on YouTube today, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't like this, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching. So if you're watching, hammer the thumbs up for us. We are about to surpass 500 before we even get to the update. We could possibly hit 1,000. I mean, this could be, I don't know if we'd ever break this record with the pace that we're on right now. This is about as good as she gets on a gentleman's sweep, Moan.
Quite grand. Yeah.
I have a FaceTime with the lady who bore me, my birth mother, last night, Catherine Edith. And she says to me on the FaceTime call, she goes, I really, really want the Oilers to win tonight so we can see this gentleman's sweep. And I said, hey, to you, my mother, I love you as well. And let's have a show. Changing 500. Why don't I take you back and kick you in the nuts? All right. We got a sports update right now. Bruce Boudreau's probably never going to join us again. But whatever, it'd be worth it today to have him on.
Not like if he just doesn't say anything and doesn't notice it.
Yeah, I do.
Plays
to be
it
honest,
straight.
We interview Bruce normally and just see if he brings it up. Yeah. Just we act like
He's a
everything's
wrestling
cool.
guy. I think he'll take
everything's
the-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, he would. Man,
He'd take the
imagine if Bruce pops on today and has like one of these hats on. I'm dead. All right, we got the morning after show coming up in the fan zone. Text us at 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Abutsky says, Dusty just set the world record for most accent changes in a half hour. Someone called the Guinness people. Well, I know the fine folks.
You're
at
playing
Guinness.
all the hits this morning.
All the hits are coming in indeed. A sports update with my young champion.
Thank you, Dick.
It's this in the law. I should do this all the time when I do Venerate. I'm Dick Venerate here, and now we are having
What do you mean when you do?
sorry, I'm busy boy today.
When you impersonate him, The Edmonton Oilers are off to the Western Conference Finals. Kasperi Kapanen scoring at 7:19 of the extra frame, lifting the club over Vegas 1-0, taking that series in 5 games, a.k.a. the gentleman's sweep. Lord Stuart Skinner, 24 saves for his second consecutive shutout in net as well. Elsewhere last night, Sergei Bobrovsky, 31 stops, as the Panthers smoked the Leafs 6-1, taking a 3-2 series lead back to the state of Florida.
I had a good laugh at that, didn't I?
It was jolly good.
a hilarious finish. A hilarious result.
A pair of games tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs as both teams in Carolina and Dallas look to advance to the conference finals. At 5 o'clock, the Hurricanes are in Washington up 3-1, while at 7:30, the Stars travel to Winnipeg, also leading that series 3-1. Off to the World Hockey Championships. Canada will play Austria this afternoon to wrap up round-robin play and look to remain undefeated. On the hard court, the Celtics stave off elimination, 127 points into the peach basket to the Knicks 102. The Timberwolves, meanwhile, topping the Warriors 121-110, taking that series in 5. Later tonight at 6:30, the OKC Thunder are in Denver to play the Nuggets, leading that series 3-2. A portly fellow by the name of Alejandro Kirk went yard as the Blue Jays beat the Rays 3-1. The rubber match of that series will go this afternoon. First pitch, 1:07. And opening round of the PGA Championship from Quail Hollow is underway. We can tell you, taking a quick look at the leaderboard, that it is one Ryan Fox of New Zealand leading the way, 3 under through 5. Elsewhere, tied for 7th is Padraig Harrington.
Padraig Harrington, a fine fellow.
Even through 6.
Oh, we love Padraig Harrington. I went to finishing school with Padraig Harrington.
Yes.
Is that it? You done? Okay.
It is.
Good nights.
Good night.
Golden nights.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Kapanen, put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
Oh, it is so sweet. The Gentleman's Sweep Show is underway. And we are off and running. Shall we get to a morning after show to recap last night's contest? We might as well.
There's something happening here. The Oilers look a lot better this year. Another win, put 2 points on the board.
Yes, old bean.
Telling me
that's a
your
great one in
faith
there.
is restored. I think it's time you stop, listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show. This year's team's looking strong. Connor and Leon, they can't do no wrong. 6 o'clockers are losing their minds. Getting so many messages on the text line. Think it's time you stop, listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show.
A rather fine song this morning. People are saying, a jolly good sports update, Lieutenant Eric. Jolly good.
Indubitably.
A portly fellow named Alejandro Kirk.
I do believe we have a tune for that. Huh?
Alejandro Kirk, a young portly
Put the
fellow.
needle down.
Going yard last night, this portly little man. Hitting extremely well in the month of May.
Transmission.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Kirk. He hits another one high and deep to right. Get up, ball, get out of here and gone. Another home run for Alejandro Kirk.
Kirk.
Kirk out.
Good pop off the old bat, old bean.
Yes.
Is that the old bean?
Old bean, yes.
Oh, I dropped my pipe.
No.
All right,
How clumsy of you, eh?
Morning after show here today after the Edmonton Oilers are pulling off the most gentlemanly sweep of all time, you could argue. Gifting the Golden Knights the only game-winning goal they received the entire series.
And gifting the fans last night some extra hockey as well in the process, which is always nice. You could have went down there and bare-butt spanked them, but instead it was a 1-0 affair, and I think that's very sporting of the club.
Shall we dive into the morning after show?
We shall.
Help over there. If you would like to join us on the morning after show today, please feel free. You can chime in here as well. The biggest of moments that happened last night, the EST biggest moment, what would you say?
I would be remiss not to mention the extra time winner from Kasperi Kapanen.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's rather elementary in a contest such as this, where you have just 1-0. Shots 32 for the Oilers and 24 for the Golden Knights, but we will get into stats later. It has to be Kasperi Kapanen.
Indubitably.
What a pair of games for both himself and Stuart Skinner.
A glorious game for both Stewie Skins and his wonderful mustache. I wish I, too, could grow a mustache the likes of Stuart Skinner. In fact, our young friend over there,
yes.
you do have a mustache the likes of Stewie Skins.
Yes, so I've been told several times before, from one mustache connoisseur to another.
You're doing bookbinder.
I feel
He
like
does have a very, very
should be
good
telling-
mustache. He does, yes.
telling us about a quest.
Oh, God, it's too good. I said to the boys today, Reed Wilkins. Reed Wilkins, a fine chap. He
a traditionalist.
not a fan of the term gentleman sweep.
He's a terminology man.
But Reed Wilkins Tisby, a fine fan of a good cosplay event. So I'm assuming he loves the show today.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him wearing a monocle today.
Also, a contra friend Neil, a stranger out of the mist recently,
Yes.
provides us with our I'm Your Huckleberry coasters, which we are using today to brace our glasses of wine. Cheers, my friend. And now our table will not have to fear getting stained.
The only thing getting stained this morning is my teeth.
A super stat of the night, good sir. Do you see a super stat? Oh, dare we say it together?
1.000. 1.000. 1.000.
For never in my life have I seen such a number in back-to-back playoff affairs. But here we are.
Back-to-back, you say?
But back-to-back. Back-to-back. 67-14 of a clean sheet last night for one Stuart Skinner. And the haters be damned, even his captain, standing up for him. And we will hear from the mighty leader of this club. The man who wears a C on his chest very proudly. Connor McDavid, we'll hear from him just momentarily. But yes, Stuart Skinner, 1.000, a memorable number for
Might
many.
I also point out the hit leader in these Stanley Cup playoffs, one Zachary Hyman, 13 body checks last night.
I don't dare believe you.
13, old knave.
You pull my leg.
I do not pull your leg. I will not be jesting this morning. 13 body checks for one Zachary Martin Hyman.
Indubitably. A physical game. Indubitably. If you're watching over on YouTube this morning, we are just 7 likes away from changing 600. Can we get a 700 before 7 o'clock? It's never been done before, may never be done again. Hammer the thumbs up. And if you shall be listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, please do not be afraid to slide on over and give us a like and tell your friends about EST.
The burglar chimes in with his SMS. Get Reed on the show today. Would you wager a cold call to Reed Wilkins, perhaps?
Well, in a remarkable turn of events, Reed Wilkins, who usually would join us in this very moment, 7:45 this morning, has an appointment on his eye.
Okay.
His vision is more important than us, and it's understandable.
I understand.
He will join us tomorrow morning at 7:45.
And best of luck to you.
The 3 stars of last night's affair: Kasperi Kapanen, a fine chap. The game-winning goal to end not only the game but the series for his enemy. Stuart Skinner and Aiden Hill, the 3rd star of the game. Lieutenant Eric, who would be your 4th star of last night's contest?
It would be tough to choose going around in a 1-0 affair, obviously, but I will have to go with one Zachary Martin Hyman. The 13 body checks does stick out to me. That is a stat that I will put in my top pocket.
38th star of the game. You know what? Let's see here.
Mark Stone.
No,
You can't play eliminate your facing elimination.
No, here, let's go with this.
Everybody's hurt.
Here's the 38th star of not just the game but the series as well. The following fellows combined for 0 strikes in the Oilers yet: Jack Eichel, Tomas Hertl, Pavel Dorofeyev, Ivan Barbashev, Brett Howden, and Brandon Saad, who was injured along the way. Those 6 individuals combined for 0 goals. Could not beat Pickard and could not beat Skinner after him, which is kind of bloody insane. Like, the Golden Knights don't get a goal from Eichel, Hertl, Dorofeyev, Barbashev, Howden, or Saad in this series.
What are you cooking with?
Looks like somebody does know how to defend. That somebody is your Edmonton Oilers. Let's go to the leader of this group of gentlemen. The captain, they say. Connor McDavid, with some takes that people say a little bit spicy last night after a win. And looks like a man who only... Well, Eric, would you agree with me that he looks like a man who thinks the job is only half done?
He is a warrior, and I think I do see our dear friend Derek Van Diest looking around in the background there.
DVD on the road in Sin City. Let's hear what the captain has to say with DVD. Caption this, they would say.
We shall.
Caption this. Here we go.
Thank you.
Defensive play over these last 2 games.
I thought it was great. I thought everyone dug in really hard. I thought Stu was great, bailed us out whenever we had a breakdown. The kill was great. Defensively really, really good.
What does Stu coming in and pitching 2 straight shutouts in such important games, a series clincher, mean to this team?
Well, hopefully it shuts a lot of people up that were talking about him, first and foremost. But, we've always had belief in him, comes in and pitches 2 shutouts. Can't say enough good things.
To see Kasperi and getting the winning goal in overtime, is it a great illustration of the game?
Absolutely. A guy that didn't start the series playing, comes in and is asked to play in a big role, and finds a way to get a goal there, a huge goal. Really good.
I think a lot of people saw this game going longer than 5 this series going a lot longer than 5 games. What does it say about your team that you were able to play Vegas the way that you did?
There's probably a lot of people that thought it was going to go longer than 5, and probably not a lot of people that thought we would win. So it's nice to keep on rolling, keep on proving people wrong. We got a lot of belief in this room. It's fun to be part of.
Connor, you asked obviously about the way you guys have defended the last couple of games, but it just seems like there's been a natural progression over the last couple of years even. Have you seen that, the way that you guys defend and feel more comfortable defending as a group?
I mean, how many times are we going to answer this question, really? Like, honestly, that's frustrating that we keep talking about this. We can defend. We can. We've showed that time and time again. Come into a tough building and win a 1-0 game when it matters most. We can play that way. We can score goals. We can, whatever it takes, we can win games.
Do you, I know it's a different year and different players and stuff. Does this team look different than last year's team and perhaps maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit deeper? What do you think at this stage of the game?
Tough to compare. I know we got a good team. Obviously we keep showing it. We've beaten 2 really, really good teams. LA, Vegas, obviously. And we've done it largely kind of grinding through special teams. PK's been battling the power play, struggled all series long, and that's a new story for you guys to write too. 5-on-5, we've been really, really good.
Do you have a thought on going to the conference final for the 3rd time last 4 years?
Not really excited, obviously. Excited. We keep putting ourselves in good positions and keep giving ourselves a chance. We keep knocking at the door. That's all you can do. Keep giving yourself a chance.
That's your captain right there, isn't it?
Red hot. A stupendous assessment.
That guy, he looks like a fellow who will not lose this year. Like he just...
A burr in his side.
They just knocked off the Golden Knights in 5, and he pretty much just seemed pissed with a lot of the narrative that's been thrown out there by fans and media, which I got a lot of time for him being that guy.
As somebody said in the nasty chat, it's us against the world, Connor. And that's how they
the
like
best
it.
Connor.
That's how they like it.
I was a little worried about him when he went into the board so heavy. I mean, he had the cut on the lip.
Draisaitl took a couple big walls, too.
Yeah, both those guys took a bit of a beating last night. But you heard McDavid say, he goes, I'm sick and tired of answering this question. Like, we can defend. They are capable of defending. 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Bruce Boudreau is going to join us just after 7 o'clock this morning. We are 29 likes away from changing 700 before 7 o'clock. Not unheard of that we could be at 800 before 7 o'clock this morning.
And again, a gentleman's agreement, we don't mention anything to Bruce.
No, but I'm also not going to do the accent.
No.
Oh, yeah, but no, definitely, yeah.
We'll meet in the middle there, but yeah.
Let's just see what he says. We'll put it on him to Garth Vader texts in to old PJ's inbox this morning.
Mr. Garth.
If Calvington Pickard had not come down with the consumption, he would have sported a tidy 1.100 save percentage last night. I do like that guy who's still, Pickard would have won it in regulation last night.
Yeah.
You can't ask.
He may have scored.
You can't ask for much more. And obviously it's Skinner's net to start round 1 or round 3. I mean, there's no way. You can go back to Pickard quickly if you want. But you could, the guy who has back-to-back shutout starts.
You got
1.
options.
We don't even need to have that conversation today and tomorrow. It is done. I absolutely loved that post game. I love that post game.
So you think he went out on a night on the town, eh? As we were like a Carrot Top show, or was it?
Well, I don't.
We were talking about last night.
I wonder if they made a trip to the Spearmint Rhino last night.
Carrot, yeah.
As a group of teammates.
Yeah.
out on the town for one night, looking to get lost in a rambunctious affair. Jason says, Connor, why are you so pissy, my lord? I say stay pissy. Pissy Connor McDavid is the best Connor McDavid, I think. Library Pat texts in and says, might I say a rather professional win from the Mighty Oil yesterday eve. Stout in defense, opportunistic in attack, patient, focused on the ultimate target, that gleaming silver chalice. To quote Jack Michaels, pour it on, gentlemen.
Pour it on indeed.
That one in from Library Pat this morning. Shall we dive into the fan zone today? I do believe it's time.
We shall.
We've got 7 minutes remaining before 7 o'clock. And it's time to get into the fan zone. Brought to you by our partners over at Fan First.
Oh.
Fans First, see? It's the best way to get your tickets. Somebody texted in yesterday, or tweet, what was it, the tweet yesterday? I got tickets on Fans First. They were $110 less per ticket than what he found on StubHub.
Stupendous.
All right, this is your chance to get in. 780-218-99. Here's a question. Here's a query that I have for you this morning. A query from gentlemen to many gentle viewers out there. And you can hit us up at 780-218-9999. Or on the nastiest of chats. Who would you say was the Oilers' most valuable player of this series? A difficult question, one might say.
Depends how you slice it.
That's the thing.
You wanna,
Trev, who would you guys say was the MVP of this series?
Chris Knobloch.
Ooh, that seems like cheating a little bit.
Yes.
But the man behind the bench.
You see where I'm going. You understand.
Well, he made the adjustments and
yes.
Brought Stetcher in, put Kapanen in.
Didn't go to Rodrigue.
Didn't go to Rodrigue like many of you were calling for. Remember all those texts and messages on Twitter? It's
You
like,
kept the receipts.
I'd rather start Colin D'Elia
Sure.
than Stuart Skinner, who just had back-to-back shutouts. Stuff those haters in a sack. Throw them in the river.
Evander Kane, perhaps?
I'm not too sure what the answer is to this. Yard Slave 426 says, Kane, indubitably. Smith TM says the coach. Let's take the coach out of it.
Okay.
Because I do agree the coach may have had the biggest impact on this series. But who is the MVP of this series? Rob from the Grove says both goalies.
Back-to-back shutouts. I mean, when all of that smoke and heat is on you is quite something.
Stuart McLean says Pickard stealing game 1 and 2 in Vegas. Pickard did not steal game 1, but he was definitely their best player on the ice in game 2. He was excellent in game 2.
Perhaps Leon Draisaitl for providing the gentleman's sweep. As you were discussing with your compatriots on 100.3 The Bear this morning.
Oh, Edmonton's best rock with Yukon McCord every morning and the lovely Jess Jackson on the way home.
Leon Draisaitl, the last player to score for the Golden Knights these playoffs.
A hilarious fact, but a fact nonetheless.
A factoid for pub trivia, perhaps.
Trash Daddy, says Henrique. Some stranger says Corey Perry. I think Colin Ellerslie said no MVP. Team effort. Wow. You might, but that's the answer. I don't think there was an MVP of this series for the Edmonton Oilers. And I think pretty much every series along the way, you could make a case that, like last year. And by the way, what are they now? 9-2 in closeout games in the McDavid, Draisaitl 2017 to now era. Last 8 years.
Skinner is your, if I might borrow a baseball term, your Jimmy Garcia here. As John says in the Paris Jules inbox, boys, the data seems to support holding Skinner out until game 4, then bring him in as an ace in the hole. You have to trust the data. John, #fanzone.
Trust the data would be a bold move in this situation. Can you imagine they go back to Pickard for games 1, 2, and 3 against Dallas or Winnipeg?
And
then it's...
And regardless how good he does.
Closing time.
Yeah.
You don't have to go home. He might be the best game 4 to 7 goalie ever. Like with the numbers sort of back it up.
You can't ignore that data.
Which makes very little sense for many of you, but I mean, I'll ask the question, is Stuart Skinner a big game goalie? Games 4 to 7 the last 2 years statistically would say yes. I know many of you would refuse to believe it, but statistically, he and the team in front of him are ridiculous.
Personal grudges aside, you can't ignore that data. It jumps off the page.
#the fan zone, in brackets, in an English accent. Sir Evander Kane, he was the general thorn in the backside of the Knights that disrupted their composure.
Yes, quite right. And another individual whom whomst we didn't know the status of heading into these playoffs, and he has delivered. Nature Boy chimes in, my liver was the MVP of this series. Remarkable it survived.
His liver.
To you, Nature Boy.
A cheers to the organ of Nature Boy.
All the livers quivering out there.
All you livers this morning struggling. Oh, a fine red indeed.
Might need a freshen up soon there.
A young chap, eh? Jake Vermeer, he's a milkman. What's the text line number? The text line, Jake, would be 780-218-9999. Pears, Jewelers Inbox, BJ's Inbox. I'm in and out. I'm in and out.
You're playing all the hits. I love it. Like, this is.
I tried. I've tried.
Again, a visit by Santa Claus in the third hour might not be out of the question today.
I think the costume's in there. Full blown change.
I'll sit on your knee.
Scotty knows his Ekholm timeline. Hopefully late third round, according to Tommy last night. Yeah, that's it. They're hoping he's skating. But it's not anytime soon. That cheer for a Dallas-Winnipeg game 6 or 7.
I will keep this Mitt by saying who needs him.
You're a Troy Stetcher stan.
Stetcher season is upon us.
Maybe Stetcher's the MVP.
Wallman also.
They have not allowed a goal since Stetcher got inserted into the series.
Somebody did shout out Wallman as well, even last night. So his plus-minus continues to be way above par.
Adam Banks, 710 likes before 7 a.m. Very refined.
Yeah. Indubitably.
The one guy who texted in and threatened that he was going to go listen to Carius, he really missed out.
It's a damn shame.
Say he shall return in about 20 minutes anyway.
In a fortnight.
All right, changing 700. Let's hit it, Trev.
Changing 200. Very good, very good. Keep it up, Nasties. Very, very good.
Jeez. Your accent might be more in and out than mine, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
What are you talking about?
Let's wrap up the 6 o'clock hour with this. Then we got Bruce Boudreau coming up for Pro-Am Sports.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
It is so sweet, isn't it? Edmonton Oilers in just 5 games. 5 games limiting the Vegas Golden Knights. Coming up in hour number 2 on this was a memorable 6 o'clock hour, boys. This might have been the most fun I had in a 6 o'clock hour.
For the
ever.
books, yes.
We've been doing this show for 15 years. Hopefully we got 15 more in us. Bruce Boudreau is going to join us for Pro-Am Sports. We'll have your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. I got beef coming up around 7:30 this morning and fired up for Gemco fireplaces. I wonder what you're fired up about today. You can text that in as well. Hammer the thumbs up for us. We are going to set a new all-time record for 1,000 likes. The old record is 753. We are just over 200 away. And we got Bruce Boudreau on the way next to break down the Oilers' dispatching of the Knights in just 5 games, and the Toronto Maple Leafs, who had a 3-1 lead in Game 3, looking to go up 3-0, now booed off the ice last night at home in a jersey.
Austin Matthews jersey on the ice. On the ice.
Oh, what a night. All right, Bruce Boudreau's on the way next for Pro-Am Sports. Let's get to an update with LT.
The Edmonton Oilers are off to the Western Conference Finals after defeating the Vegas Golden Knights 1-0 in overtime, taking that series in 5 games. Stuart Skinner, 24 saves, his second consecutive shutout. Elsewhere last night, Sergei Bobrovsky, 31 saves, as the Panthers would smoke the Maple Leafs 6-1 to take a 3-2 series lead back to the state of Florida. Pair of games tonight, both the Hurricanes and Stars look to finish off their series as Carolina visit Washington at 5, and later at 7:30, Dallas are in Winnipeg. Canada and Austria this afternoon at the World Hockey Championships as Canada will wrap up the round-robin play and look to remain undefeated. Over to the NBA, where the Celtics staved off elimination 127-102 over the New York Knickerbockers. Timberwolves topping the Warriors 121-110, taking that series in 5 games. Later tonight at 6:30, it's the Denver Nuggets looking to stay alive at home as they host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Alejandro Kirk went yard as the Blue Jays beat the Rays 3-1. The rubber match of that affair goes this afternoon. First pitch, 107. And opening round of the PGA Championship is underway from Quail Hollow. Taking a quick glance at the leaderboard, we can tell you right now that it is Mr. Fox, Ryan Fox, 3 under through 6. Padraig Harrington has dropped down in a tie for 18th. He is even through 7. Up next, Bruce Boudreau for Pro-Am Sports as Hour 2 of the Nielson Show gets underway here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
What say you, a nasty crew?
Yes, please.
We got the Nielson Show flu, and there's nothing we can do about it. What say you, a nasty crew? My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind? 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Dusty and Eric and all of the bad cats. Like Wyshynski and Noodles, Gadget and Gage. Maybe it's Bubba to Cool Man to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday Mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some Huntix and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away? Beat up the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about the games? Macramel, Rapaport, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about them game in person, Dusty go on. What say you, AM Nasty crew? We got the Nielson Show flu, and there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
All right, there's nothing you can do about it. The Golden Knights, a modified gentleman's sweep in 5 as the Edmonton Oilers get the job done. Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by our great new partners over at Play Alberta. Boy, did they pick the right time to get on board with us, eh?
No doubt.
They get a gentleman's sweep show here today. It's a good time. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app with hundreds of player prop bets on the biggest leagues, NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, MLB. You name it. You're not just playing for fun. You're supporting your province. Play Alberta revenue helps fund Alberta programs and services. Deposit today with the promo code YAG50. You get an EST exclusive $50 free bet to get started. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today, and of course the Nielsen Show today and every day, brought to you by our great partners over at South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot. Truck month continues right now. They've got deals that hit harder than Zach Hyman on Silverado 1500s and heavy duties. We do have your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up. I Got Beef is on the way and fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. But we're going to get to Bruce Boudreau. He's going to join us here. Brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialists. Have Pro-Am custom frame that jersey that you have in the closet or the photo you've still got in the box. Visit them in-store to get started on your project, located in Edmonton at the corner of St. Albert Trail and 128th Ave, or online at proamsports.ca. All right, let's bring in Bruce Boudreau this morning. The Edmonton Oilers taking just 5 games to eliminate the Vegas Golden Knights. Good morning, Bruce. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Good morning, guys. You're all smiling today, I would assume.
It's we're celebrating a gentleman's sweep by dressing up like gentlemen ourselves.
Modified, I guess.
Modified gentleman's sweep. They get it done in 5. The only game Vegas won, obviously, Draisaitl tipped one home. And boy, what a turn the last 2 games in this series. You know, they still had a 2-1 lead, but they just locked it down. Got Stuart Skinner in there, back-to-back shutouts. What does it say about the group, Bruce, with the way they sort of sealed this thing away?
Well, I mean, it says they're the hottest team in hockey right now. If you look at it, I mean, they've won 8 out of their last 9, and the 9th game, the one game they lost was in the last second of the game. So, I mean, they're feeling it. They're believing in themselves. Things are going well. They got their number 1 goalie back on top, playing the way that they expected him to play. So, I mean, they get a little bit of rest, let let the old timers on that team get their legs rested a little bit. So if I'm an Edmonton Oiler or an Edmonton Oiler fan, I'm feeling pretty good about the next round, and I can't wait to start.
Yeah, especially I kind of think Winnipeg will get it done on home ice, and then they'll go back for Game 6. So could be a nice little break here for the others. Which, Bruce, I mean, as a coach, let's say the next round doesn't start till maybe Wednesday or something like that. As a coach, when you've won 8 of 9, do you like that rest, or is it because in the playoffs you'll take any rest you can get?
Well, I mean, I think I like the rest myself, and at the same time, I don't like the rest because you're so hot right now. You want to almost play every day, and you don't want to cool off, and that's what the rest will do. But I mean, the rest is, like I said, it's giving your guys that either play an awful lot and have played a lot of hockey this year, or the guys that are older and need the rest to get it going. They can use it. But the big thing too is the coach will have the idea of how to manage this. I mean, they'll take today off for sure. And tomorrow might even be, if Winnipeg wins tonight, tomorrow might be just an optional. Then all of a sudden, and the optional, and then the next day, which was Saturday, then all of a sudden you have a good practice, and then you go over Winnipeg on Sunday, or you go over Dallas, whoever wins Game 6, and that could be possible. And then you start to prepare. You don't prepare 100 miles an hour, but you gradually get back up to the peak on the day before, and then you're ready to play. So, I mean, I think, it's everything that's happening is in Edmonton's favor right now, and I'm sure they'll take advantage of it.
Bruce, we have the privilege of speaking to some very intelligent guests on this program, especially in this segment, former players, former goaltenders, former managers, and you are the coach. And I just wanted your thoughts on coaching in this series. I don't know a guy who's got the finger more tight on the pulse than a guy like Chris Knobloch. Your thoughts on what he did this series, and I guess to the other side as well, what Bruce Cassidy couldn't.
Well, I think, not knowing Chris, but watching him work, I mean, he's not only done a great job, and he does have his pulse on it, because I firmly believe, I was just telling somebody, I said, no matter what you want to do, the coach knows the players better than anybody. He's with them every day. He's on the ice with them every day. He's talking to them individually, even if it's to say 2 words to them every day. So he knows as much as anybody what's going through. So when he makes these changes, they're smart changes, because he knows. People might look from afar and go, what the hell is he breaking up Draisaitl and McDavid for? They're going great. But, I mean, he knows what needs to be done at that time. Like, we could all sit back and say, this is a dumb move. But, I mean, so many times you look at it, and I say this all the time, is the guy that's there knows better than the guy that's watching from afar. And that's what Knobloch's doing. And the other thing I really like about him is he keeps his cool when things are going awry. Like, you don't see him getting all wound up, yelling at refs too much. I mean, he'll make his point, but he's trying to stay calm, and I think the players are buying into that, and they don't get wound up either. Like, the last thing you want to have is a coach that yells and screams behind the bench, because all that does is allows the players to yell and scream at the same time. And when that happens, then all heck breaks out, and the focus is totally gone. And I've really liked what Chris has done with that situation. So, I mean, I think it's great. I mean, with Bruce, I mean, I think he's a really good coach, really, really smart. I don't know if he just had the tools to work with this year. Like, I mean, had a lot of good players, but I'm convinced to win the Stanley Cup, you got to have some great players. And after Eichel, who couldn't score a goal, he took shots and everything.
And he sure looked good, but he just couldn't finish.
Yeah, he couldn't finish, deking out guys one-on-one, and then getting to the spot, but he couldn't finish. But other than after him and after Theodore on the point, there was really not a lot of offensive skill, I thought, on that team. And the one thing I do know is I do know George McPhee and I know Kelly McCrimmon, and they're seeing the same thing, and they're going to go out and they'll rectify it this summer.
Bruce Boudreau, former NHL head coach, with us on the show this morning, brought to you by Pro Am Sports. Just sticking with that coaching vibe for a second here. What's it like coaching in a 0-0 game, do you think, in the playoffs where, you want to find that one, but you want your guys to stay patient and not make any mistakes? So is it a difficult message to send? Like, just keep at it, do what you're doing, and we will eventually win this game?
Yeah, because if you start saying, hey, listen, don't make mistakes, what's the first thing you do is you make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
And so, you don't want that to happen. But I think you're constantly talking behind the bench, going, keep going, boys, keep getting it deep, keep doing what you're doing. It's going to break here, and at the same time, the coach is looking at matchups, and he doesn't want to get too crazy because he doesn't want the players to focus on too many other things, like all of a sudden changing lines when a guy goes out there. You don't see that with Edmonton a lot. They're playing their guys, and who's on the ice stays on the ice. And I believe now with their depth, especially if they move Draisaitl off the McDavid line and put Perry up top there, they got 4 lines that can score and 4 lines that can defend. And the much maligned defense.
Yeah.
And it has been maligned, and I agree with, the onlookers going, oh my God, how can that team play after, losing the players they've done in defense? But I'm telling you, Klingberg looks like, 2017 Dallas Stars right now. And he's gone to Anaheim and Toronto since then and looked horrible. And now he comes to Edmonton and he's looking like like back when he was a kid. And look at what's the guy's name? Wallman.
Yeah.
Detroit paid San Jose to take him. They paid him. They said, here, you take this guy and we'll give you a pick, a second-round pick for future considerations. And San Jose turns around and trades it to Edmonton. So you're sitting there going, how good can this guy be? And he's playing lights out right now. And Bouchard's only playing for one team now. He's not playing for both teams. He's playing for one team. So, all of a sudden, and, Nurse is playing to the top of his game. And, the other thing that Rest does is they might get, what's his nose back?
Echo him, yeah.
Back. So, things are looking up in Oil Town right now. If you're thinking going to the finals again, it's a good thought.
Okay, but what about across the country over in Toronto? Let's flip over there where boot off the ice, Austin Matthews jersey thrown on the ice. A team that was up 3-1 in game 3 with a chance to take a 3-0 stranglehold, now booed off their ice at home. I'm not necessarily sure they can recover from what happened last night. Just how bad was it, Bruce?
Well, I'm not saying Toronto fans are fickle, but Toronto fans are fickle. Listen, all us ex-Leafs or ex-people that are from Toronto were as aghast as everybody else that they just didn't have any pushback last night. I must have had 50 texts from people in Toronto going, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm sure everybody that I know was doing the same thing or getting the same results. I was a little shocked. They had this series in the bag.
Yep.
They were already making the parade route down Bay Street and everything else going on, and that they've taken that away pretty quickly. But what I thought on it is the Florida people, they've been there before. They knew what it takes. Okay. The Toronto guys, it looks like the stage is almost too big for them. They're best players. It's I don't know if it's just walking around the city and everybody's sort of saying our lives depend on you guys winning right now or what. But I didn't see Matthews, Marner, Tavares. Nylander was okay, had a couple of really good opportunities. But the usual suspects that you depend on in games like this were no-shows. And I worry about that. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'd be super disappointed if the best effort of the series or the season wasn't given in their next game in Florida, because this one was just not up to snuff. It wasn't. It it wasn't acceptable if you're a Leaf fan. It wasn't acceptable if you paid $1,000 for those tickets. I think they were going on the market for $958 or something for a top row seat. So you figure that out. Those people are like, I mean, and the only reason I know that is because my buddy paid $600 the game before, and he said, "How can you not go see these guys? They're going to win the cup, and $600 is worth it." And then last night he said $958 or something for a ticket. He said, "I went to the local bar, had a beer for 25 and called it a deal."
Probably the right way to go about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of beers for that price. Bruce, going back to the West here, you like the Jets taking this thing back to Dallas tonight or what?
I really do. I think the Jets, they've been the best team in the league. I mean, they've got a lot of heart. They've been through this. And to me, like I've been down 3-1 before where you've come back and you sit there and it's almost easy to justify, say, listen, there's no way they're going to beat us at home. We're going to come out. We're going to win our home games. So let's win this. All we really have to do is the same thing we should have done in the game before, and that's winning one game in Dallas. And we're too good a team to lose 9 in a row on the road. So, I mean, at least you can make the players, to me, it's easy to make the players believe that they can win. Whether they can beat a really good Dallas team 3 straight, I don't know. But I mean, it's not that hard, I don't think, to make them believe that they can win those 3 games.
Bruce, last one before we let you go. We have people texting in and saying, what have you thought of John Cena as a heel since the turn of the last few months?
Crap. Let's get rid of him. It's like old coaches. Let's just get rid of these guys. I mean, I don't like Cena. I liked him when he was a lot younger, but in the time of wrestlers, some of them being so big and the guys he's fighting, like, I mean, there's no chance he's beating up Randy Orton in real life, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to make it a little bit believable. And the whole referee thing being knocked out, I think that's worn out its welcome because all those refs have had to have more concussions than you can shake a stick at. Get them out of there, get some new guys in there. But, I mean, I don't know what's coming up in wrestling. I'd really like to see something new happen. I'd really like to see the storylines that they had in the early 2000s or the late 90s. I mean, they might not have the Steve Austins and the Bret Harts and that to do it, but I'd like to get something like a soap opera thing, and I don't think we've been able to really establish that right now in WWE.
Great chat, Bruce. As always, man, we appreciate it. We'll catch up in a couple weeks.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon. Good
there you
luck.
go. That's Bruce Boudreau. Absolutely tremendous. He's terrific.
Out of the park.
As Brandon Farrell says over in the chat there. Quite right, BB. Quite right. Quite right.
Yes. Old what's his nose.
Old what's his nose. God,
classic
that
drop.
was the best one. When he goes, what's his nose? God.
And somebody else as well bringing up the... if he would have texted and he'd be going to A&W with the Bouchard comment.
Yeah.
Playing for one
Only
team.
playing for one team now. Yeah. I you know what? I would love to go have a steakhouse team burger with Bruce.
Top drawer.
That would be terrific.
An A&W breakfast with Bruce? God. With the boys?
That's how you want to retire. The real Slim Davy text in here on a gentleman's show says, nary a blunder from Bouchard this series, I'd wager. A jolly good showing. The proper Slim David instead of the real Slim Davy.
Quite right.
The proper Slim David. Colin the Amishman says, good sirs, when we get a proper winneth yes for the fine folks tuning in this morning.
Yes.
I do like that. Old YouTube Trevor there.
Yes.
Can I get a winneth yes?
Winneth yes. Victory absolute.
780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. The record for 1,000 likes on this show is 753. We should hit 730, if not sooner today. We are 140 likes away. You are 865 of you watching right now. So hammer the thumbs up for us. Let's take this to 1,000.
You pay good money for these pipes. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like the stop, like the show, what was it? Dumb Money with GameStop. Going to the moon with this GameStop
To the moon.
To the moon. Off to the moon, please. Hammer the thumbs up for us over on YouTube today. Your thoughts on all of this, 780-218-9999. We were talking about the 6 o'clock hour. Could not determine an MVP in this series for the Edmonton Oilers.
Which is maybe a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a tremendous aspect of this element of the series.
Incredible.
Absolutely splendid. You know, with that being said, I mean, a goalie did have back-to-back shutouts. You could make an outside case.
And not just a goalie. Just a goalie.
Yeah.
The maligned.
The most criticized goalie since Dubnyk in this market.
And we talk about goaltenders and the mentality and everything. That's big. It's not just, I like how you say it's not just 2 shutouts. And when do you ever say that? But with his storyline going into those 2 shutouts. Unheard of.
The Sailor's in and says, did Bruce just say Toronto sports fans are fickle? Yeah, he did. He said, I'm not saying Toronto sports fans are fickle, but Toronto sports fans are fickle.
Very interesting anecdote there. Nielson Show trip of a lifetime. Breakfast with Bruce, John the Breadman says.
Breakfast with Bruce. God, what are we doing? We're flying you out. You're going to have breakfast with Bruce Boudreau. Anything else on the trip? No, that's it.
Just breakfast.
Just breakfast with Bruce. Then you fly home.
Shows up when he wants, leaves when he
wants. You
wants.
have to drive home. We'll fly you out, rent a car, and drive home. Timber Woodsman says, and what a legendary show, boys. Laughing my ass off all morning. Love you guys.
Return the greeting there. Oh, the penguin. The penguin. I see.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
God, there we go. Nielsen Show original songs brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters, where yes, new gear, used gear, trading, consignment, and sport for every season. But they're also selling, renting, and repairing canoes and kayaks, if you can believe it. Also have group rates, which is a great idea. Nice staff event or a thing with your buddies. A bunch of families get together, and each family takes a kayak or a canoe out on the river. Family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you, whether it's equipment or kayaks and canoes. Visit them at 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. Portions of this hour also brought to you by our great partners over at Alley Cat, where if you are not diving into that 6 o'clock lager right now, you are missing out. It is on special at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, and it's flying off the shelves still. It is rather incredible that Alley Cat has had so many amazing beers along the way, and ours has become one of their top 1 or 2 sellers, which is just phenomenal stuff.
Sure, a few tins of those were crushed at Hudson's White last night, I would assume.
I'm sure they probably
that
sold
and
out.
The blue juice, yeah?
Yeah, they probably sold out of that. I saw some people tweeting in or texting in this morning with their beverage of choice, the 6 o'clock lager last night. Well, they took in the game.
Nacho Man says, bloody hell, that is a smashing tune.
Bloody hell indeed. Bloody hell, that's a smashing tune. It's just a nice way to wrap. Like you could see walking into a casino and then at the lobby bar in Vegas, you know, there's a guy who's playing for $5 and he's hitting this thing. And you're like, oh, there he is. He's doing the song.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
I wish I would have made more of it. It's only 36 seconds. But
I
it's a
get
nice
more
little jingle.
riverboat vibes down the Mississippi.
That's a good one too. What about in a kayak or a canoe?
I think you could.
From the fine folks at Totem Outdoor Outfitters.
You're down in the river valley today and you hear this thing. What is that?
What's
Somebody
that?
in the middle of the river blasting.
Somebody's in the just
straw hat on,
floating down. That would be man. That would be good. The Wolf texts in, says, guys, I yelled out, "Can I get a win ya?" last night at the pub in Fox Creek, and I actually accentuated the yeah part. I got 4 people in the bar looking at me last night. I even think my coworker was slightly turned on.
Whatever gets you there. Eh?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, if that works. Good day, sirs. I'm afraid the Oilers of the West are holding up their end of the bargain in a Canadian Stanley Cup. But I'm afraid the Blue Leaves are not holding up theirs. Should we check in?
I've got it on.
What are they playing commercials right now, or is it? Oh, here we go. This will be good. Let me bring this up. Oh, wait a sec. Stupid ads.
Somebody's like yelling.
Is somebody freaking out right now? We're gonna do a vibe check.
Pop in.
We're gonna do a vibe. Pop into our friends over at TSN 1050.
I need open line.
Find out the vibe. Yeah, we're waiting for open line. If somebody could please let us know when the open line will be on 1050 this morning.
Karolnik, open those lines.
Yeah, AK, we need you this morning to open the lines and take our joy in a glorious morning out in Toronto. It could not have worked out better last night. Like the Edmonton Oilers advance in 5 games. Toronto continues to melt down.
A jersey on the ice.
Yeah.
I mean, just
look
down.
Shall we go out to the Big Smoke this morning?
In your face all the time.
Yeah, and what I'd be concerned about heading into game number 6, and we'll continue the phone calls on the other side, is that
yes, we will
change last night. Like that's an advantage in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And then coming up tomorrow night, Matthews and Marner, maybe they're not together, maybe they are. We'll have to wait and find out.
Oh, a splitting of Matthews and Marner. I find that interesting as they struggle to stay alive in the mightiest of affairs. I heard the phones will be open on the other side in the Big Smoke.
I cannot wait.
All right, let's dive into
Ryan Hodgins in the nasty chat.
Ryan,
Muck
hello.
be a lady tonight.
Oh, muck me a lady tonight. Mock me a lady tonight. All right, hopefully you were riding with us yesterday. It was Oilers' last goal, and it cashed. That was Dusty's play of the day over on social media. We did not get the early bird bet. We're looking for that Draisaitl goal. Hit some opportunities last night, actually, and we'll get into that. I Got Beef is coming up. You can text us for your I Got Beef. Man, the Capitals are a plus 130 dog at home. That's the situation they're in right now against Carolina. Man, maybe the Hurricanes are just actually excellent. All right, let's do this. Bruce Boudreau said it. I think as well. I think Winnipeg Jets get it done at home tonight. They suck on the road, but they've actually been pretty good at home so far.
They're good at home. They get that pump, like more of a hometown push than Leafs, right? You mentioned, I mean, you slyly joked that surprised somebody had a jersey in the lower bowl to throw, given the amount of tickets and prices and all that. I mean, it's more of a bougie crowd in Toronto.
Yeah.
But the Jets that's a hometown push, much like here, right? Like they get up for those games. So you could see that going. And I mean, it works well in Oilers fans' favor and for the club as well. Take it, hell, go to 7. Right?
Well, I mean, that would be ideal, I think.
That's what we're all
even if the
hoping
Oilers come out with their classic slow start.
Yeah.
I think you'd be okay having a slow start for hopefully just a period if you had 6-7 days off type of thing.
Yeah.
So this will be your early bird bet. I'm just throwing it over to the guys right now. They will get it up. Jets money line, Ehlers over 0.5 points, Scheifele over 0.5 points. So Jets money line, Ehlers with a point, Scheifele with a point. That will be your early bird bet of the day. You will find it at Play Alberta. And if you go to Play Alberta online, playalberta.ca, and you'll see on the left side quick links, you'll see EST specials. That's where all of our plays go throughout the day. If you're on the app, you open up the app, and the EST specials is almost like right in the middle, about a quarter of the way down your screen. And if you've not yet taken advantage of that 100 sports code, you probably want to do that. Deposit $20 or more for a $100 free bet on sports. You get a $100 free bet. The code is 100 sports. I had a buddy text me yesterday down in Lethbridge. He goes, I'm on the Oilers tonight with your $100 free bet. My man. That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
There you go.
Lock it in.
Dare I say a ching ching from my friend down south. Eh? All right. On the way next, I Got Beef. What do you have beef with? Text your beefs to 780-218-9999. 780-218. Now, well, wait a second here. We're 19 likes away from hitting 1,000. We're not going anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube right now, hammer the thumbs up for us. The new record is about to be set.
Do it.
The new record is about to be set. Could be happening at 7:32, which would beat the old record by 21 minutes. 780-218-9999. And if you're on YouTube this morning, now 13 likes away from setting the all-time record. We probably are at an all-time record of listen live folks as well over on TuneIn and iHeart and at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. But we simply have to get there.
Big Maple says beef Wellington. I got beef Wellington, perhaps, or a corned beef.
I never understood how so hard to make beef Wellington, but I had beef Wellington back in the day on my 16th birthday. Me and all my friends gathered around for beef Wellington.
Back when you were running rum.
Yeah, we shared it and ran some rum on my 16th birthday. There we go. We are on a 2,000 like pace, just saying. Hammer the thumbs up. Let's go, Trev. Give it to me.
Changing 500. Whoop. Changing 500.
Let's do 10 ones, too. Let's do 10 ones, too.
Yeah.
Changing 100.
1.
Changing 100.
2.
Changing 100.
3.
Changing 100.
4.
Changing 100.
5.
Changing 100.
6.
Changing 100.
7.
Changing 100.
8.
Changing 100.
9.
Changing 100.
10. Mighty fine 1,000 likes at 7:33. That's
Very good old boy.
It was 7:32. 7:32. Nice work, old sport. Nice work. All right, on the way next, I got beef. Text your beefs to 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. We're also going to get fired up for Gemco fireplaces. Who doesn't like sitting by a fireplace with a nice glass of port and a cigaretto?
Wine tipped.
All right, let's get to the sports update. For a fine gentleman himself, Mitch from Park Mazda and his entire crew over there. Here we go. Cheerio.
The Edmonton Oilers are off to the Western Conference Finals as they defeat the Vegas Golden Knights 1-0 in overtime. Kasperi Kapanen, your hero, taking the series in 5. Stuart Skinner as well, 24 saves for his second consecutive shutout. Oilers now await the winner of the Stars-Jets series. Elsewhere last night, jerseys littering the ice in Toronto as the Leafs fall 6-1 to the Panthers. Florida taking a 3-2 series back home. A pair of games tonight. Both the Hurricanes and Stars look to move on. They take 3-1 series leads on the road. Carolina visiting Washington at 5, while at 7:30 it's Dallas in Winnipeg. Canada and Austria this afternoon at the World Hockey Championships as Canada wraps up round-robin play, looking to go undefeated. The Boston Celtics staving off elimination, defeating the New York Knickerbockers 127-102. The Timberwolves, meanwhile, are on their way to the Western Conference Finals, topping Golden State 121-110, taking that series in 5 games. Later tonight out west, the Nuggets look to stay alive at home as they're down 3-2 to the Thunder, tip-off 6:30. A portly fellow by the name Alejandro Kirk went yard as the Toronto Blue Jays beat the Tampa Bay Rays 3-1. Rubber match will go this afternoon, first pitch 107. And Quail Hollow opening round of the PGA Championship is well underway. Currently 3 under through 8 is Ryan Fox. Taking a quick glance down the leaderboard, and a tie for 25th is Padre Harrington, even through 9. Sports update brought to you by the fine folks at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who's already eaten a gallon of Grey Poupon this morning.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki with like a giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Lynyrd Skynyrd with like an angel band. And I'm in the crowd hammered drunk.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Here we go. Welcome everybody to my rap presentation. A shout out to everyone in Leaf Nation. A tribute to the best team in the NHL. A cup in 2012, only time will tell. The Maple Leafs are who I'm talking about. This is the year they'll break their playoff drought. Let's start with the first forward line, composed of 3 men who are fine. On one side, you've got Jeffrey Lupul. He's about to school you, you're just a pupil. Can't be stopped by a blood infection. Former first round selection. Phil...
Ferdinand Salas is my gaga.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia para mi batía. Arriba y arriba, ay arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody now. Ba la bamba, ba
Bamba indeed. Her Bamba. That'll be happening today on EST Afternoons, undoubtedly. That'll be happening hopefully right off the top of the show, Hernan and Gager. There's no reason to wait. There is no reason to wait. We are 6 likes away from changing 1,100. This is a 1,500 like show, boys. Is this what we're looking at right now? I think we're looking at probably conservatively a 1,500 like show.
Indubitably.
Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching over on YouTube today. And sub to the channel if you haven't already. We are kind of cruising quickly up to this 12.3K. So let's do that as well. Don't mind the idea of going there today. All right, let's get into I Got Beef today.
Wellington.
I Got Beef, brought to you by the fine folks. Corey the Butcher always provides me with the finest of meats and the best butcher paper you'll find around. He's been doing it since around 1900. He's an old man. But you can go down there and you'll find yourself a good slab of beef.
Quite a gentleman in himself.
A fine gentleman with a bunch of ink. Never seen so many tattoos on a successful man. But there he is, having himself the time of his life. All right, you can text your beefs to 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Adam Banks over in the chat says, I've got beef with myself for doubting the Mighty Oil after they went down 0-2 to the Kings.
Well,
sorry, boys.
It's a rather big club that you're a part of, right? I mean,
yeah. I think that's only fair. Fergie over in the chat says, is indubitably, not undubitably. Indubitably indeed, Fergie. Fergie, by the way, there's my beef. I got beef with you, young Fergie.
Yeah, young whippersnapper.
So Fergie rolls in the morning after we decided we were going to do a gentleman's sweep show and came in and holds up a pocket watch.
Yeah.
He goes, who's got the time? And he holds up a pocket watch, and then he left. He stayed for 1 minute. So this morning we're doing the show. I said, hey, where's that pocket watch Fergie dropped off? He goes, he didn't drop it off.
No.
He just came in to show us he had one and then left.
It was Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction.
What's that about?
He walked in and said, this watch, and then he left. It is the quickest scene in all of cinema.
Really strange.
I hope it wasn't up your, if you know the scene, but.
Text your beef, 780-218-9999. Let's find out some beefs in Toronto this morning.
When your team didn't even show up to play.
Jake in Nashville. Good morning. Hope you're on Broadway right now, drinking away your sorrows, Jake.
Oh, I wish, guys. I just got back from Game 4 in Miami, and what a waste of thousands of dollars. I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 9 times now, though? Why did we think this year was going to be different? They just play tentative, afraid to lose hockey instead of going out there and trying to take it to the game like they were in games 1 to 3. This is completely different hockey that they're playing now. It's a lack of effort, and you got to give some guys credit. The D, Nylander, Knies, there's certainly guys out there giving effort who care, blocking shots, going into the corners. But Carla, you mentioned your 9-year-old earlier and how your coach wants him to play like the Panthers. I coach hockey down here. And if you had a player who made a no-look backhand spinorama pass through the middle, you would sit him if it led to a goal, most certainly. Or a player like Matthews,
certainly indeed,
blind saucer passes through the middle on the power play, you would sit him. But they have no consequences for their actions. They keep getting trotted back out there on this 5-forward power play unit that's not working. I don't understand why there's no changes being made. And then after the game, again, they don't want to take ownership, and Marner just says, just flush it down the toilet.
Thank you for the call, Jake.
Sounds like that guy has beef with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Thank you for the call, indeed.
Oh, boy.
Fool me 9 times. That was a twist on the old saying, eh?
What a waste of thousands of dollars.
God.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 9 times. I hear.
Yeah.
I toast to all you Leafs fans today once again. Loitering around in your
tears
misery.
are delicious.
Well, the gentlemen of Edmonton advanced to another round.
And
a mighty fine bottle of red.
We had some beeves with a certain gentleman out Nelson Way earlier this Stanley Cup playoff, and an update on him as well.
Well, last night I'm listening to the post-game show with our handsome Tom Gazzola, the most handsome man around. And he does say, and I believe our young chap over there, YouTube Trev, heard the same. The rumors of Dallas from Nelson being dead apparently have been greatly exaggerated by many. He said he's working on something.
He's a conference finals man.
What that something could be, I do not know. But that is exciting. Dallas and Nelson possibly hopping back in the mix here.
T-Mac wants YouTube Trev to call in. Red says, give us one more caller, please. It's great that we just hit.
Let's see who's in there.
And we're getting into fired up too. I mean, this is I got beef, but
Panthers and 7.
7.
Take Panthers and 7.
Josh.
Thank you.
Yes.
Austin
Knees
Matthews,
down, eyes up. Yes.
3
Next
goals
call, AK.
in his last 21 playoff games. That is unbelievable.
3
frankly.
goals in
There's usually no other way to describe it. It almost defies any and all logic. A guy who's so incredibly talented. He's also given
one more caller.
BP1 opportunities out there for 20
This is
plus
Korolnik and Kolyakov. A fun show for
the
Toronto.
Leafs need him the most. At least to this point. Again, still game 6. Maybe there's game 7. But I can't.
I feel bad.
Give us a live
I
wire
feel
here.
bad for Korolnik right
It's
now.
going to be different at this moment. Daniel in Stony Creek. Coco, you love Stony Creek, Ontario. Take it away, Daniel.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for taking my call. I listen to you, gentlemen, every morning. You make my day. I'm so happy with all the insight
Appreciate
and things
it,
like that. Anyways, I have a few points, and hopefully you can help me out with a couple of questions. Anyways, you both have saw the movie The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Where's this
Okay.
Coco, have you seen The Wizard of Oz?
I've seen
okay,
The Wizard
yes.
of Oz, yes.
Okay, the three characters in that movie are the lion, the Tin Man, and it's the what was the other fella?
Dorothy.
What's his nose?
in there.
Dorothy. Werewolf? Is it the
Well,
werewolf?
that's number 4.
Scarecrow. Scarecrow.
There you
The
go.
Scarecrow.
Okay, so one had no heart, right?
Yep.
One had no brain, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yep.
And one was scared.
Yes.
He's a coward.
Correct.
Are we calling the Maple Leafs the Wizard of Oz?
No, get the players. Give us the players.
I'm comparing the Toronto Maple Leafs to the Wizard of Oz movie with the 3 characters in the Wizard of Oz, and the 4th is Dorothy. So, as I'm saying,
Dorothy working.
the
Name
one is
names,
the
man.
Cowardly Lion, which is the whole team. One has no brains for passing backwards like he's in an all-star game. and the other one, I'm trying to remember. Hey, I'm 69 years old, so bear with me. But what was the other one?
Scarecrow.
Yeah, but what did he?
No heart.
No heart.
Anyways,
Yeah.
no, but I can't even remember 1967 when the Leafs won the cup.
Okay. I mean,
wow.
that's why we don't take calls anymore.
This show's off the rails.
That's why we don't. That's why we don't do calls. I thought for sure that guy was going to come in and remember who the 3 characters were,
Well, he was
and
setting it up.
be like one was Marner, one was Tavares, one was
The
Matthews.
setup was great. You're like, okay, let's, and then the Dorothy enters the chat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That was amazing.
They're the-
Poor Korolnik and Kolyakovo today. Those guys. God, that's a tough one. I mean, how do you call in though and go, yeah, you know the movie Wizard of Oz? Tell me about it.
Various people want YouTube Trev to call in with the accent, though.
Yeah, Trevor, let's go to. Let me do this. Let's go to. Let's go. Hey, how about that guy dropping 2 gentlemen's on us? Too,
Oh, I mean,
if you can believe that. Let's go to YouTube Trev from Edmonton. Trev, you're on the air.
Yes, I am. It was a terrible performance last night. I don't know what I was watching. I'm lost for words. This team sucks. And I know there's a gentleman's sweep out east, and I'm going to out west, I should say. I'm going to tune into them instead.
Well done, Trev. Well done. We are 49 legs away from changing 1,200. We got 1,300 in us before 8 o'clock for sure. Let's dive into that Paris Jewelers inbox today. Paris Jewelers, buy now, do not pay for 1 year. Buy now, do not pay for 1 year. Let's go with this one. Hampton Steve says, guys, I got beef with the Vegas Knight mascot banging on his shield during the game right next to the TV mics. I'm glad we don't have to hear it happen anymore.
Worse than glass banging guy.
Chris, the fly away to LA winner. My beef is they don't sell beef Wellington at the Duke of Wellington in Lethbridge. The Duke of Wellington. I had some very glorious karaoke nights at the Duke.
You frequent there often? I did.
Absolutely loved the Duke on the West End. The west side of Lethbridge, the Duke, a good time. My chaps and I used to go there on the regular.
To the Duke.
A cheers to the Duke.
To the Duke.
I once found myself with relations at the Duke. It was a glorious time for all.
Do tell.
Glorious. Oh, a gentleman would never.
Juan says, put Stony Creek on the map.
Nature Boy says, I hope that guy who had the golf tour with his buddies didn't cancel his trip to Victoria. If he did, I would have beef with that. Triple P's asking us to call into Toronto in full character. Good morning, gentlemen. We're just curious. How do you let a 3-1 lead in Game 3 with a chance to take a stranglehold in the series fall away? Meanwhile, out here in Edmonton, the Oilers have won 8 in a row, or 8 of 9, and the only game they didn't win, it was a gentlemanly play by Draisaitl to give the Golden Knights, a little bit of hope.
We will cordially hang up and listen. Dr. Dry says, I find myself in such a fit of mirth, I can scarcely draw breath, utterly undone by laughter. Let's get back in.
You want to listen again?
I kind of do.
Oh, God, you guys.
I'm
all
sick.
Right. Okay, let's do this then. Let's go fired up. It works for all of it.
It sure does.
Working for all of our segments. Oh, that aftershave us two gentlemen applied at the beginning of the show is really making me smell nice.
You like it, eh? The vapors.
I'm going to start being an aftershave.
Do you want some
guy.
more? We can.
No, I can't have 2 aftershaves in one day. Not even on a gentleman's sweep show.
I'll have an. I brought some smoked oysters in as well. A very gentleman's.
I shall leave those for you because I am a gentleman. All right, they might be in commercials now, but let's fire it up for Jemko. You know what a gentleman likes? A gentleman likes to sit around a fireplace with his friends. A glass of wine, a fancy brandy with an ice cube in it, and sharing tales of their playing days. Jemko Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton area for 45 years. Authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need, including Napoleon grills, who some people were asking about. You need them. They're at Jemko, 9281 50th Street. All right, let's see if they're still taking calls. Oh, wait, I paused it. Now I'm going to have to go through commercials again. Damn it, these guys. And their modern-day commercial advertising. Are they in calls still? Are you got it over there? Let me know if they're in calls still. We'll go back to the calls. But how can you not be fired up? And here's the question for fired up from an Edmonton perspective. We might go and listen to more Leafs fans falling apart. But from an Edmonton perspective, are you more... I think the answer to this might be yes. And Trev, we'll throw it to you too. Are you more fired up at this point than you were last year as an Oilers fan? They just got through Vegas in 5. Last year, you had not gone on this journey to a Stanley Cup final. So I could see you being really excited to get there for the first time with this group. This year, you have been there. So is it a little bit more subdued, or are you looking at this team and going, wait a second, they've won 8 of their last 9 against 2 very good teams and now could possibly get some rest before the next round. Well, they'll get some. It's just a matter of how much before the next round. I could see why you would be more fired up this year than you were last year, but the level of excitement of getting it all for the first time might give the edge to last year.
Yes, and I think if you take a look as well, the 3 losses they've had, or they've suffered so far this playoffs, right? 3?
Yeah.
2 against the Kings, 1 against the Knights.
And what happened in 2 of them?
Right.
Final
and
second.
Even in the other one. I mean, the Arvidsson mistake kind of things became undone. Yeah. But it's not like they got, what do you say, Wally pipped, you know?
I used to know Wally Pipp back in the day. I said, I said, your job's done now.
So when you deconstruct those losses, I mean, they were a breath away from at least advancing to overtime or even winning those games. So you have to like the fact that they haven't really been out. If they have been outplayed, quote unquote, in certain games, they found ways to win. So it's got to be encouraging. But I think I agree with you that it's not first blush anymore. So this seems more business-like. I mean, you saw McDavid and his demeanor in the postgame. But I think now that you're in the conference finals, I mean, certainly I think it depends on opponent as well. Like if the Jets come back and get this thing and, they wrestle it out in 7 or something. I mean, I think you would want the Jets, right? Trev is an Oilers fan. In terms of opposition, if you had a choice,
yes,
I would for sure.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Nothing against the Jets. We're buddies with us,
but
we love Winnipeg sports
stylistically,
talk.
I think
I do like watching the Jets, but
we talked too off air earlier that the Stars too have been in this position and always a bridesmaid, never the bride in that sense. So they will be playing with some fuel and fire as well if they do get to that point. But I think it's a tempered excitement right now. Obviously, not the one from last year's run. But when you look at everything happening, RCN, who I applaud for him even showing up this morning in the Nasty Chat way back earlier in the show. I mean, he had the laundry list of things plaguing this team heading into the postseason.
I know.
And still with all of that factored in, they are here, and we're counting 3 losses that could have easily been wins. So, I mean, it's got to get you excited. And I think now heading into the Western Conference Finals, that's gonna tick up a bit.
Henny over in the chat says, Dallas owns you. It's okay. Enjoy the wins now. The Stars will shine and sweep you.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty bold. Pretty bold take. Lots of people are fired up, though. Trev, your level of fired upness 2 rounds into this playoff run compared to the 2 rounds into last year's playoff run. Where are you at, good sir? Mike's not on.
I turned it off. Well, yeah, I'm definitely a lot more fired up this year. I was doing pre and post last year, so I put my emotions aside.
That's true, yep.
Quite a bit, but this year I've really been able to embrace it as a fan. And I mean, we were talking about it quite a bit just in the regular season. I remember when it was asked, when the Oilers were on this Oilers team, when they were on, do you think, Dusty, you asked this to me, do you think that this Oilers team is better than last year's? And I said, yeah, aside from the 16-game win streak, this Oilers team, when they were on this year, and it was glimpses, you got like 4 or 5 games in the regular season where they really brought it. It was a full 60, but I was like, holy crap, when they really want to bring it, I was convinced. And I was a little glimmer of hope. I kept on clinging on to that. And then just the storylines and what we've been able to see. Craig Button coming out the other day saying that this Oilers team is in fact, better than last year's playoff team. And I would agree with that. And you can look at it from the goaltending, I think is getting, I think it's better or just as good as last year. The secondary scoring, it's not even close to as good. Or it's way better this year. And then, you've got Connor and Leon, and they're kind of just a ticking time bomb. Like they're eventually going to go, Connor and Leon like we really know. So it's awesome. I'm fired up. I'm extremely fired up. Like, boys, like this is awesome. And I love what LT said there. It's just looking at McDavid's mentality. They're winning this, and it comes with experience. You win a series. But when you do it so many times, you know how to win series, right? Like it's okay. It's business. They've done it before. You know what to do. Let's get the 4 games. And that's kind of the mentality, what I've been really able to see from this year's team. You talk about the experience, and maybe that's why they did choose to go with the most experienced team in the league, the oldest team in the league. A lot of guys have done this because they've been there, and it's starting to really, really show. And I'm seeing that every single series. Yeah, I saw it at 4 Nations when McDavid, he lifted the 4 Nations cup, and it was the most silly thing ever. He didn't care about that stupid cup. He didn't. It was awesome, Canada won, but Crosby, McKinnon, they won the cup. They won the Stanley Cup, and when they handed it to Connor, he was kind of like, this isn't what I want to lift. And you can tell, like he's had Game 7 on his mind since last year, and it's starting to show. And I also, one last thing here. You look at the Battle of Alberta series 2 years ago, the OT winner, Connor McDavid, the emotions, the smiles, the post game. He was happy. That is not the same Connor McDavid you're getting right now. He means business.
Oh, he's all business.
Sick, and I'm fired up for it.
He's a businessman, that Connor McDavid.
You're at Jepco Fireplace.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, Jepco Fireplace is very fired up. I am indeed.
Oh, Trev. My accents think your accent is off the rails. Fergie says, Trev's commentary, full value of Trev's commentary. I see Benny the Wrench over in the chat this morning.
Benny the Wrench.
Practicum Benny with a wrench. Met the sire of Practicum Benny yesterday.
Yes, Nathaniel the
Builder.
He's a builder.
Nathaniel the Builder. We're not sure quite what he builds, but I'm assuming it's structures of things.
And that box of pastries that he brought in.
A
top
box
drawer.
of Krispy Kremes. which you can never go wrong with Krispy Kremes. The
Very
box
delightful.
was devoured by a number of gentlemen here around the office.
Namely Zach.
He did have a healthy portion of those donuts. He did, indeed.
How many donuts did he have?
Well, bet the over.
He didn't have 3.
Of course.
A trio of donuts on a day when the delivery comes for the entire staff.
I reckon he did, yes.
That is not very gentlemanly. A true gentleman would have said, one for me, one for you.
Yes.
Yet here we are. Changing 1,200.
Changing 500.
Where's Tina?
Whoop. Changing 500. Whoop. Changing 200.
All right, there we go. We have 1,200. We got a 1,500 like show incoming, I think. I don't like easily. I'm going to say easily. I don't want to jump the gun. I'm not the Leafs up 3-1 in game 3. But
Moju's 2.0 in the nasty chat. Where's William Furness this morning? Perhaps
well, maybe a visit from a young friend, Billy Furness. Haven't seen him. He went to Cambridge with his card.
Highly educated.
That's where he went. Let's get to some of your fires up because there's some good ones here. And I think, a CB radio guy says, guys, honestly, after what you've seen so far by the Oil, are we saying we can't beat any team that's left? No team, in my opinion, is better than the Edmonton Oilers. I agree, Lieutenant Eric. Dallas is the better team and maybe the best team left in the playoffs. All I mean is that the Oilers seem to have better success versus Dallas than Winnipeg.
He was just pointing out straight numbers, and I get that. Yeah, but stylistically, I think, and the fact that Dallas wants to get over that hump as well would be something to look at.
The Moon Watcher is in and says, definitely more fired up this year with all of the depth showing up, and doing all of this without Ekholm is just crazy. JKB says this time feels more like meeting expectations, whereas last year was exceeding them, even though the regular season sort of tampered with our expectations. Jake from Ontario. Oh, Ontario. How are things going on there this morning, Jake?
Stony Creek, perhaps?
Have you read the headlines in the Extra? Read all about it. Leafs are going to blow it. No doubt about it. I feel I'm excited this year because they look so good, but last year was a whole new experience because I was 12 in 06. So last year I was just exciting in all ways, but this year I'm excited because it feels like big things are coming with this team.
This text unsigned. This is a delightful conversation for a splendid morning. Can I get a pip?
Oh, a pip to you, sir. Thank you very much for pleasuring the Paris Jewelers inbox this morning with your wonderful comments. YouTube Trev, can we get a pip, please?
Of course. Pip. To you, kind sir.
Somebody said, Bonnie Doon Ron said you sound like Goldmember. I don't know if you want to comment.
No, that's not what I sound like. That's not what I'm going for.
I love gold.
That's way more different than what I'm doing, of course.
That's a keeper. Put it in the skin box. Ian in Moorville says, I'm picturing you two fine gentlemen in the English countryside hunting foxes on horseback, yelling, "Release the hounds!"
Yes.
Release the hounds.
You'd be on the bugle?
That's what happened last night.
A bugle boy.
Knobloch releasing the hound, Kasperi Kapanen in overtime to grind and not give up. Not give up on a goal last night. And ended up finishing it off. What an addition. 3 huge hits in one shift to help set the tone in game 5. And then wins it in game 6. I'm not even sure Kapanen anytime goal was an option last night to bet on.
Like a dog on guts.
Martin is in and says, guys, I'm fired up because many people, including myself, didn't think they would make it past the Kings. This is a beautiful bonus. Steady Seems says, fired up, but worried about Dallas. They seem like another beast. I said yesterday's show, after watching Dallas Winnipeg just the night before, that if the Oilers play like the Oilers top end game, if they don't have some self-inflicted wounds along the way, their top end game I think is better than what the Stars or Jets can bring as a top end game. So that conversation will continue as we await the next victim on the Oilers' journey to Lord Stanley's chalice. See? All right.
Extra.
Text us other things you would like us to say as gentlemen. 780-218-9999.
Or other people that you'd like to.
780-218-9999. We are closing in on 1,300 likes. So if you're watching over on YouTube this morning, hammer the thumbs up for us. And you know what? Sub to the channel as well. Many of you probably just around for the Oilers, but I'm promising you we have highly entertaining and informative sports talk 12 hours live every day from 6 in the morning until 6 at night. And you'll like what we do year round, I guess, is what I'm saying. So sub to the channel if you haven't already. We do need somebody to play kind of easy trivia on this wonderful morning of a gentleman's sweep. Text Trev right now, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999.
And what's up for grabs?
Starting next week, our partners over at Mr. Mike's, and Mike's a good fellow.
Mr. Michael.
Mr. Michael has a promotion coming up that'll be in the daily paper tomorrow. Starting on May 20th. Platypalooza. Tisby just around the corner for all you fine gentlemen. We like to go see our friend Michael.
Penner's Pancakes wants Atif to call in.
No.
It would really...
Atif was at the La Bamba concert last night.
Yeah.
He was there. He texted me. Late. Damn you, Atif. All right. Who wants to play kind of easy trivia? Text Trev right now in the Paris Jewelers inbox. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Text... I challenge you to a duel, good sir. Did you break the cane?
I think you're...
oh, no.
Your end. Muck be a
lady tonight. Hey. I challenge you to a duel, good sir. All right. If you want to play trivia, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. 52 likes away from changing 1,300 as well. Who wants to win a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's? Fire Trev a text. 3 questions too many on the way. Greg Wyshynski, who has no idea what he's walking into. He'll be by around 8:30 today. Scalding hot takes around 8:45. And then the wrap for William Huff. All still to come in hour number 3. Let's get to a sports update right now for Windsor Plywood, Leduc. A tremendous place if you're looking to build something with wood.
The Edmonton Oilers are off to the Western Conference Finals. Kasperi Kapanen scoring 7:19 of overtime, lifting the Oil over Vegas 1-0, taking that series in 5. a.k.a. the gentleman's sweep. Stuart Skinner, 24 saves, recording his 2nd consecutive shutout. Elsewhere, well, it might be spring, but the leaves are falling in Toronto as Florida take it 6-1 over the Leafs. They'll take a 3-2 series back home to the state of Florida. A pair of games tonight. 5 o'clock, Carolina and Washington looking to close that series out. And Dallas visit Winnipeg at 7:30, also up 3-1. Canada and Austria at the World Hockey Championships later today to wrap up round-robin play as Canada look to remain undefeated. The Boston Celtics staving off elimination as they defeat the New York Knickerbockers 127-102. Elsewhere, the Timberwolves topping the Warriors 121-110, taking that series as well in 5 games. One game around the NBA postseason tonight. It'll be the Denver Nuggets at home to the OKC Thunder as Denver look to stave off elimination. Tip-off 6:30. Alejandro Kirk with a home run as the Blue Jays beat the Rays 3-1. Rubber match of that affair goes this afternoon. First pitch, 7 minutes past 1 o'clock. Over to Quail Hollow in the opening round of the PGA Championship, taking a quick glance at the leaderboard as it stands. An Englishman, Luke Donald. He's 3 under through 10. In a logjam tie for first. A little farther down, way farther down. Padraig Harrington, nowhere to be found. I don't think he's playing anymore, right?
We've lost our chap, Padraig Harrington.
Nowhere to be found.
Patty boy.
Poor man. Oh, tied for 43rd. 1 over through 10.
Oh, he's falling apart at Quail Hollow.
Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding areas since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Oh, God.
Very impressive. Taking a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine.
Why you wanna hurt me?
That's why it's the Stanley Cup. It's hard. It's hard.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
What's going on, everybody? 8:07 with the AM Nasty, a show unlike any other.
A smoked oyster, my good fellow.
Oh, you know what? As a gentleman, I'll pass on that today, so you too can indulge in your favorite of tasty treats. Listen,
you hear that?
29 likes away from changing 1,300. I think 1,500 is a reasonable target today. So let's hit it. Hammer the thumbs up for us if you're watching on YouTube. And, of course, sub to the channel if you haven't already. The Nielson Show, brought to you by Southport Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at Southport Chev. It is Truck Month, where the deals hit harder than Zach Hyman, who had 13 hits in last night's game. Just absolutely incredible stuff from Zach Hyman in this series. I know he's been the one doing the hitting, but his body's got to be feeling a little bit banged up. Like, he will be in an ice tub and a hot tub for the next couple of days.
Get him in the chamber,
I would think. Get that guy. I wouldn't be surprised if McDavid had a back to tank.
Maybe a round of Vegas massages for the boys after last night's game.
A very good idea for some gentlemen. Maybe they could have gone to dare I say, a gentleman's club.
Sure.
To celebrate as a team with a bunch of various massages.
Who says
after
no?
a series that had the happiest of endings. All right. Drive a little, save a lot, Southport Chev. You can text us anytime. Text us anytime that you want. Yeah, all day long. I mean, sometimes people text us like 10 o'clock at night.
It doesn't matter. We see them.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'll reply to people.
Yeah.
Do not pay for 1 year. Paris Jewelers, West Edmonton, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center, parisjewelers.com. My buddy was out at St. Albert Center yesterday. My little neighbor, who I want to have get the double XL shirt.
Yes, with the
and then
panties.
just wear it and only panties. Anyway, he was looking for a medium again. And can I get a Winya shirt? And couldn't find it. They don't make a lot of men's mediums in the Can I Get a Winya shirt because, not many men wear mediums.
It's a
but
big
my
boys
buddy
game,
Keith, he needs a medium. He can't find one. My buddy Eddie the Gambler texts me on my phone, says, I was just singing in the car at the top of my lungs to Hernan's La Bamba. Yeah, baby. Can I get a Winya? Winya. Winya, indeed.
Victory, indeed.
Pick up your Winya shirts, all 780 locations. It is by far the most successful shirt that they've ever had from a partner like us. So you're going to want to go get your hands on those bad boys today. All right, we're going to play some kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. We're on May 20th.
Michael's.
Yeah, we're on May 20th. The greatest promotion you may have ever seen, Platypalooza.
Play the song and then announce it over the song, please.
Okay,
It's that riverboat gambler type of.
Platypalooza. Starting May 20th, only at Mr. Mike's.
Good night, golden nights.
I tell you.
It's a gentleman's
Sweet tonight. God. Jasmine. Was Jasmine actually at Hudson's last night?
Breaking news. She is no longer pre-game.
She stayed for the game?
In fact, some people are calling her post-game.
I don't believe you, good sir.
We said a gentleman doesn't speak, rumors and hearsay. This is not a rumor.
Jasmine says Kelvin and Tamara Wiglady's husband Barry with the Win Yes shirts last night.
Speaking of which,
can I get a Winneth Yes? Young Trev, can I get a Winneth Yes?
Of course, Winneth Yes.
The wig with the hat. We need a
good one, old sport. Oh, you want to? Well, my hair's actually being slicked back because I'm so damn sweaty today.
Yeah.
This is really warm with the
with
vest
the
and everything.
gangster hat. I think we need that.
I'll do it for trivia. I can't wear that.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I get it.
I'll do the wig. The wig of, what do we call it, guys? The wig of Destiny.
The
wig of Destiny. We'll put it on for trivia today. Trev, who's playing trivia today, buddy? Who do we?
Yes, of course. We've got a very distinguished gentleman going to be giving it a go today. This is Rob from the Grove.
Rob from the Grove.
Robert from the Grove.
I hope his knowledge tis be aplenty. That's a pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think I look pretty good.
I think we got another Nielson show coming up in 9
The
months.
Wig Boutique. Oh yeah, Tam's gonna be like, bring home the hat and the wig.
Keep it on.
This hat works. All right, Rob from the Grove needs to get 3 out of 5 correct to win that gift certificate to Mr. Mike's, where Platterpalooza starts on the 20th. Rob, you ready to go, buddy?
I'm ready to go, gentlemen. Top of the morning to you.
The top of the morning to you too, Rob from the Grove. Here we go, young sir. Our help, Trev, we'll start the ticker after we read the first question. Who scored the winning goal last night for the Oilers?
One, Kasperi Kapanen.
Which goalie had a shutout for the Oilers just last eve?
Oh, that would be Sir Stuart Skinner.
How many consecutive shutouts does Sir Stuart Skinner now have?
He doesn't have 2 now.
Which Canadian team lost 6-1 last night?
Oh, the one Maple Leafs of Toronto.
True or false? Austin Matthews is a non-factor.
True.
Yep, we accept it.
5 out of 5.
We'll accept
6
it.
out of 5.
No! My God. Damn it, Shake, stop it!
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment.
Totally.
People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV.
That's stupid.
It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked?
I'm stoked.
Just stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
All right, changing 1,300. Let's do it, Trev. Give it to us. We're going to get 1,400. We're going to get 1,500 today.
Whoop. Changing 500. Whoop. Changing 200. Changing 100. Whoop.
All right, there we go. Whew. All right, show continues on. We're going to get to 3 questions too many today. Greg Wyshynski will join a couple of fine gentlemen along the way here as well. And Scalding hot takes.
I believe Greg did spend some time chimney sweeping back in the day.
Chimney sweep for yesteryear. Yes. A filthy job, but as they say, somebody must do it.
Somebody must do it.
Okay, I got to take off the wig, but
yeah, it is good. We got it.
I got the vest under the jacket, and it's.
You came to play. Do you have a what's a coronation, or is that a handkerchief in the pocket? Or those are built in? I see. They're stitched in.
It's a fake handkerchief.
Okay.
This was that tux thing I got for the Estes, but then I just wore my regular black suit. But I did wear this Estes vest.
Yes. Do you have a cummerbund on as well?
No cummerbund. Rem most of this is a bloody hell impressive win by that contestant. Yeah, Rob from the Grove. He knows what's up.
He gets, yeah.
All right, we need one more question. The third question for 3 questions too many is still out there. So submit it right now. 780-218-9999. Rip City Step says, pip, Robert the gentleman. A fine sport.
Yes, Robert, the 4th or the 3rd, get that info.
3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda. Do we have a lineup for this segment?
We do. 3 questions too many, as mentioned, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki. We have TeleSend 1050 blasting all day long at the dealership today.
That is a hilarious prank.
Go buy a car at Park Mazda and have a little laugh as well. A little belly laugh.
Do we have a Twitter account or other various forms of social media in which people can peruse our goods?
You can follow Edmonton Sports Talk on X at YEG Sports Talk, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Edmonton Sports Talk. We have a Twitter account. We will be I saw you boys. Who's on the clock for the draft right now? For
the draft of Tecmo shall be complete. And regular season starts today. We're going to be streaming it on Twitch, I hope. I got to work on some Twitch stuff just
What's
after
the
9
Twitch
o'clock.
account there?
Yukon Jack is coming over.
We have a.
I think it's twitch.com/Yeg.
Yeah.
Yeg Sports Talk, probably. I got to look it up.
Right? Yeah.
I got to look it up.
Yuke's coming?
Yuke's coming over. He's going to help us join.
What about Hernan? Is he on week 1?
Well, Hernan usually comes into work around 11, but I'm sure he'll be in at 9:30 now. Moving
Do you guys
forward.
do your own schedule release, much like NFL teams, that type of thing?
It's kind of play when you can. We each have to play each other 4 times on the sched.
Okay.
I came away with the Chargers.
Yes.
The Vikings and the Giants.
You're feeling good?
Decent draft.
Okay.
Decent draft. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the regular season finally getting underway.
Yes. Aren't we all? I know Tommy's very excited.
Yeah. Tommy hates the Tecmo League. I don't get it.
Like
The Tecmo League has never done anything to Tommy.
I was the commissioner.
People are still actually
I never got
saying-
fired from being the commish.
People have already claimed you're the commish still.
I never lost my seat.
No, of course not. Del Rado over in the chat says, I move that the gentleman's format may be retained herewith for all time. Such a smashing success it has been.
Yes.
Don't think we could do that every day. I'm just going to say it. I don't think we pull this off every day. All right.
I've got Victor to perform, by the way, for our Tecmo kickoff. It'd be like a Snoop Dogg performance.
Victor from downstairs.
Yeah, he'll come up and rap.
I like that. I like that idea.
Set.
Dr. John over in the nasty chat says, why isn't Trev giving Dusty and Eric a fresh barbershop shave and a nice shoe buff?
Well, we've been
an expectation for such a distinguished gentleman.
We've been high on this Dick Venerette juice, as I like to call
you know
it.
what? That smells really nice.
Isn't it good? It gets you going.
Oh,
Like it's like a
man.
sniffing salt. But
Yeah,
I could use a bit of a refresher. Are we into bottle number 2 now?
I think we're still on the first bottle, aren't we?
No, we did polish the first one off. I will be
quite sporting.
I am quite okay with opening the second one.
I did bring in a bottle from home, one of the finest flavors you'll find. Aged probably 2-3 weeks. It's called Bodacious Smooth Red. And you can find it at your local Safeway, Sobeys and Safeway liquor for a mere $9.99.
Interesting brand.
Oh, a very interesting brand.
You're mentioning to me Lady Nielson prefers
the lady of my home. She prefers the Bodacious Smooth Red. So that is what I provide. Anyway, yeah, if you want to open it. This bottle already has a glass.
I'll have a. Yeah, please. Let's and get it in front of the people. See your full.
Yeah, let's get
because
some
you
right
are
here.
looking hot.
So a couple of fine gentlemen like ourselves, we do need a tender for the bar.
Bend over a bit.
And look at this guy. He's got the nice belt on, the matching shoes. This is.
Oh, Trev, I dropped the mitt. Uh-oh. You're going to have to pick that up for me.
Better bend
over. You want to bend from the. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, now.
I don't know if I've seen such a buttocks my entire life. Christian in Winnipeg says, it's a jolly good show, gentlemen, and a jolly good show to you too, Christian.
Yes.
Yes, fine, sir. All right, pour the Bodacious Red for my fellow gentleman over here.
Yes.
I don't know who's on the hangout today, but they're going to be in for a hell of a shock.
Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine. Okay.
And she's complaining because she was post-game last night. I said, come in early with the boys here. We can pour her a red.
I didn't go to bed till well after 1 o'clock.
Don't stop. That's the problem. Don't stop.
Yeah, you
keep it going. It's a party machine.
A little top up for your fine friend here. All right, question number 1 for 3 questions. And like I said, we need a third one, so text it in 780-218-9999. And hey, fire the link to Edmonton Sports Talk over to your friends. We've got the hangout coming up. None of the other shows today will be as ridiculous as this one. Lock Shop from 11 to 12. What's today? Thursday? 2 guys and a goalie at noon today. EST afternoons with Hernan Salas, probably singing La Bamba to kick off the show. And then obviously the Smash It Reed Wilkins show from 3 to 6. Best afternoon listening you'll find anywhere. Todd in Bonneville, Texas says, can I get a wine, yeah?
Wine,
wine,
yes.
Yeah. That's a
wine.
Yes, a wine, yes, you can get, yes.
All right. Question number 1. This is pretty basic. We did hit this earlier in the show today. Skinner starts the second round, right?
Yeah.
He's your number 1 guy. He just had back-to-back shutouts. I said earlier, we're not discussing this. It's an automatic thing.
But if you want to discuss it and take it somewhere else, the scenario was brought up that Pickard is your guy early on, and Skinner is much like, to borrow a baseball term, your relief pitcher. It's not going to happen, nor should it, but I have time for the scenario. Do you not?
I do not.
Come on.
No, I did
He's
not.
so good in the clinching games.
No.
He's so good late in the series. It's not going to happen. I understand. It's not going to happen. You don't do it. But
a fascinating strategy if it were to happen.
Absolutely. And I would.
I don't even. You know what?
Mind seeing it, to be honest.
I wouldn't do it.
It's not a hockey thing.
Skinner's got back-to-back shutouts.
Yeah.
No goaltender after back-to-back shutouts in the playoffs has ever not started the next game, I would think.
Sure.
However, if Knobloch did decide to do that, I would probably just trust him.
At this point,
I guess this is what Knobloch feels.
It'd be very revolutionary in the game of hockey.
But, I mean, Skinner
It's
is
not gonna happen.
statistically one of, if not the best, game 4-7 goalie ever.
Yeah, save his mentality, save his juice, put him in when you need him. He can wear the jacket half on one arm, you know?
I still don't think we could. I still don't think that.
We're not going
to waste a lot of time.
This is as ridiculous as. Remember when the question was, "Oh, you're going home? Do you maybe give Skinner a shot?" Remember that?
Yeah,
we were there.
As you're up 2-0,
and you could make a case for it, but no, you don't do it.
Question number 2: who do you guys think the Oilers would rather face in the next round? So not us, not you. Who do you think the Oilers would rather face in the next round? We're also only 53 likes away from 1,400. Do it.
It's also kind of because they don't care, right? Players they have a mentality of they don't
but
care.
if you've ever been an athlete, you know that. But I mean, even playing like high school sports,
we have a preference,
and rec
perhaps.
league sports. You've always been like, oh man, you can say it doesn't matter, but you would have a little bit of a preference
in terms of I want to beat this team, or they're easier to beat,
just,
or
what makes your path to the Stanley Cup final easier? If you are thinking from an Edmonton Oilers perspective,
I'd probably say the Jets.
The Oilers have just played the Stars pretty well.
They have.
Mind you, remember that game last year when they hung on to win and Skinner had to be brilliant? What were the shots in that game? 40-10?
Yeah.
And I think Dallas is better this year than they were last year.
Dallas is more hungry. I mean, the Jets are kind of in.
They probably want to play the Jets.
I'd think so. And a Canadiana Western Conference final.
Why would you not want to try to get a piece of road Hellebuck? I mean, that's just.
I'd take a slab.
That would be the one, I think.
Wheels has sent an audio file just now.
Don't want it. Not today.
All right.
There's no chance.
We want likes.
Yeah, there's not today, man. I can already tell it sucks. I'm hearing from afar very quietly. I know it sucks.
That's not very gentleman of you to say.
Nah, you are true.
Such words.
It's terrible. He was obviously in one last night at River Cree. I mean, he's not. You think it's bad usually?
Yeah, we don't need that today.
Let's respectfully decline, Wheels.
You don't want none of this, Nassies.
Respectfully decline.
780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We do need a third question. RCN says easier would be Jets because it means that series goes 7. This one says maybe it's the Jets because of less travel.
The Brute Squad says I don't want Rantanen.
Yeah, but you still have McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah.
You know.
Tina?
Oh, good day to
Benny,
you, young practicum
yes.
Benny, the son of Nathaniel the Builder. I'm joining in here, ready for work, bright and early, checking in. Is it still raining out there? Should I have brought my umbrella today? Oh, starting to clear up. A positive sign for the rest of the morn.
My pants are almost dry.
Oh, yeah, you walked in today. You must have been soaked.
I've been pantsless the whole show, my knave. You have not noticed. They were quite soaked, and I hung them up to dry, and I've been wearing no pants for the entire program.
I had no idea you weren't wearing any pants the whole show.
It's been quite the joke.
YouTube Trev knew, and we were in on it together.
I thought I was bad wearing sweats.
No.
You're not wearing any pants at all.
But I do have these dress shoes on, which is easy now.
Oh, my God. I don't know how I did not notice that you didn't have pants on for the first 2.5 hours of the show. God. Orca driver texted in. He's a cop.
Yes.
Why do they call him? Oh, he's a Bobby. Are they called Bobbies over there?
Bobby.
Oh, he's a Bobby.
Over there.
My daughter came down as you guys were talking and asked, why do they sound like they're on Murdoch Mysteries? Your shows are so weird. Yeah, sounds like she might be weird. All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Who would you guys, here's question number 3. Who would you guys say has been the biggest surprise of the playoffs so far for the Edmonton Oilers?
Evander Kane. Surprise. Because of the fact that you're going in and not knowing. So it surprised me that he's this great for not playing. And it's so funny that an LTIR guy for the whole series comes up big in the series against which team?
The LTIR
usually
Kings.
likes to use LTIR.
Yeah, the
So I
Knights,
find
but
that
they
funny.
are the kings of the LTIR.
You can define surprise in a lot of ways. Kapanen perhaps later on.
Kapanen indeed.
I mean, who else? You go down the line.
I got to say Klingberg.
Maybe a surprise that Draisaitl and McDavid did not factor in terms of the points. A surprise from the other way. I'm
thinking like so far for the playoffs.
Klingberg.
Like Klingberg we saw and it did not look good.
Right.
We didn't see Kane.
No.
So there's still this hope of, okay, maybe Kane can bring it. And he has.
It's a pleasant surprise.
But the last time we saw Klingberg, you're thinking, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Like Klingberg was nowhere near as good during his small regular season stint than he has been in these playoffs. How about the pickup last night? Pass was coming back, grabs it right here, pulls it between his legs while cutting towards the net and then throwing it across where it would have been a tap in if anybody could have got a stick on that. So the fact that we saw Klingberg, weren't overly impressed with Klingberg, then they lost Klingberg. We didn't expect Klingberg back, and now he's as steady as they come back there.
I tweeted last night that he could quarterback the Hamilton Tiger Cats to a Grey Cup.
What a weird reference, but I'm here for it. Actually,
come on.
May I also speak of the CFL for a brief moment?
You may.
Yesterday, I went to Value Village looking for these very pipes, which I did find at Sheffield and Sons in West Edmonton.
You were
Mall.
going for some used pipes, were you?
I just was like, where do I find a pipe for our gentleman's sweep show? Anyway, while I was at Value Village, I found something with a CFL logo on it, and I bought it, obviously, but I don't know what it is. It looks like it's almost a holder for a small water bottle or a pencil case. I'm not sure yet. I'll bring it in. It's in the truck. I'll show you after the show.
What shield? Is it the helmet shield with the...
no, it's that...
The football and the Maple
2004.
Leaf?
Yes.
Yeah.
That shield.
Interesting.
I know. But it almost has like a small sort of over-the-shoulder handle, which wouldn't make it a pencil case. So I don't know what else you would put in.
Is it one of those like camelback water bladders?
No, it's like a black leather case.
Like a fanny pack.
No, but it doesn't.
But like a European carry-on.
No, I don't know what it is.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Trust the CFL to make some sort of apparel so out there that we don't even...
I don't know what the purpose is, but I bought it because it was $3.99.
I love it. You have to. Yeah,
I did have to. All right, we've got Greg Wyshynski on the way. We'll find out what he thinks of our modified gentleman sweep show today. And if he, too, has ever pretended to be a gentleman himself for 2.5, 3 hours.
Yes.
And then Scalding Hot Takes on the way. Are you guys planning on saying the kindest of things today as gentlemen?
I have some warm takes, some tepid takes, if you will.
I do believe I will be very, very nice for today's hot takes, yes.
You're laboring. I love it.
All right. Okay. Greg Wyshynski from ESPN is coming up. Scalding Hot Takes with Gager obviously popping in to judge. And then the wrap for William Huff. If you are watching over on YouTube today, and many of you are, hammer the thumbs up for us. We are 21 away from 1,400, which means we are 121 away from a 1,500 like show. Hammer the thumbs up. Sub to the channel if you haven't. Golden Knights. We'll play that coming in with Wyshynski, eh?
Oh,
we might as well.
He'll love that.
He loves a good. He loves a good Vegas show tune, as I've described it. Yeah, Atif, we don't need your gentleman sweep song, man. AI.
You gotta stop now. We're not.
That AI music making is pretty insane. I wrote those lyrics. Hit the generate. Pops out. It gave me 4 versions. This was the best one by far.
Okay.
And I like it. It's a handy little tool to bang out a song at 11 p.m. after a gentleman's sweep. Anyway, Wyshynski on the way from ESPN. Let's get to a sports update right now for a place where it is always game day. Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
The Edmonton Oilers are off to the Western Conference Finals after defeating Vegas 1-0 in overtime. Kasperi Kapanen, the overtime hero, taking that series in 5. Stuart Skinner, 24 saves, recording his second consecutive shutout. Sergei Bobrovsky, meanwhile, 31 saves as the Panthers would smoke the Leafs 6-1. They'll take a 3-2 series lead back to Florida. Pair of games tonight as both the Canes and the Stars look to finish off their series on the road. Carolina visit Washington at 5, while Dallas are in Winnipeg from 7:30. Canada-Austria this afternoon to wrap up round-robin play at the World Hockey Championships as Canada look to remain undefeated. Celtics staving off elimination last night, 127-102 over the New York Knickerbockers. Timberwolves, meanwhile, topped the Warriors 121-110, taking that series in 5 games. One game tonight, it'll be the Nuggets at home looking to avoid elimination when they host OKC down 3-2 from 6:30. Alejandro Kirk going deep. Jays beat the Rays 3-1. Rubber match of that series this afternoon. First pitch 7 minutes past 1 o'clock. And over to the PGA Championship. Opening round action from Quail Hollow this morning. Yes, taking a refresh of the leaderboard right now. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10-way tie for first.
I've never heard of such a thing.
10 golfers are 3 under.
Nobody wants to lead. Very gentlemanly.
Padraig Harrington in a tie for 64th at 3 over through 12.
Oh, he's really free-falling here. Our boy Paddy Harrington having some troubles.
Sports Update presented by Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge with wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials. It is the place to be for every Edmonton Oilers game. Every day is game day at Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge.
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet.
8:33 with the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here. It's a show of gentlemen, the morning after a gentleman's sweep.
Yes.
And yeah, we've been diving into it a little bit here today. It's been a fun time. Keep your text messages rolling in here. 780-218-9999. We are 102 likes away from a 1,500 like show. So hammer the thumbs up for us there as well. And we got Scalding Hot Takes still to come in about 10 minutes time, and the wrap, of course, for William Huff on the show today. Let's bring in Greg Wyshynski this morning to talk all things National Hockey League, including the Maple Leafs loss last night. Wyshynski, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today?
It is an absolute pleasure to be on with Dumb and Dumber and Al Capone's weed guy. I couldn't be happier to be here on the show this morning to celebrate our boys. I'm thinking I'm back, right? Look at our boys. Back. Look at our sweet boys advance past the Golden Knights. Now, I said it was going to be in 7, so I was wrong on that.
Yeah.
But the majority of the people on ESPN, the so-called experts, said that Vegas was going to take out Edmonton, but we know. The real ones know. The true believers know that this team has hit another level in the postseason.
Do you think the guys predicting whoever they play in the next round will be fading the Oilers still, or is everybody hopping on board over there?
Well, Dusty, that's an uncomfortable conversation for somebody who has Dallas winning the Cup. So I don't quite know how to answer that yet.
That is a tough spot.
Except to say that, like, first of all, I mean, like, due respect to the Winnipeg Jets, who have had a great season, but if you F this up for us and we don't get Dallas and Edmonton in the conference final, like the heavyweight showdown of heavyweight showdowns, like that, I would be very angry at this. Like, I don't want to see Connor Hellebuck get pulled 3 times in Edmonton, next round. I want to see the Dallas Stars against the Edmonton Oilers and may the best team win. Look, the things that are going well for Edmonton right now are beyond my prediction for how things could go well for them. The idea that the depth on this team is as good as it is, where Connor and Leon can, like, arms up, kick back, sit on a lounge chair for a while and let the others take the lead on scoring is incredible. To play as well as they have defensively in the playoffs after being wildly inconsistent about it in the regular season is incredible. And then, the goaltending's been good. We've also seen the goaltending be bad, but the goaltending has been overall pretty good. So they're playing better than I thought they'd be in the postseason at this point, and I've been blown away. I mean, God, like, ending the Golden Knights in 5 games is really impressive.
Yeah, it's Brad. That was a 110-point team in the regular season.
And we're calling it a gentleman's sweep, not the traditional form.
Modified
but the fact that Leon Draisaitl gifted them a win, pretty much.
I mean, the Oilers have won 8 games through 2 rounds. They've lost 3. In 2 of their losses, they gave up goals in the final seconds of the game. Like they might be playing even a little bit better than we thought they were, sort of heading into this series against the Golden Knights. But as far as great stories around the league go, I mean, Stuart Skinner ridiculed more than any goaltender we've seen here in a long time, including Mikko Koskinen. And he comes in and throws out back-to-back shutouts. I mean, you couldn't have scripted this better for that guy individually.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, like we kind of saw this last year too, where he gets the hook, he comes back. Obviously, in this case, it's because of an injury, and then plays really well. I mean, they just need competence out of those guys, out of Pickard and out of Skinner. They just need competence, and he's been beyond competent, I think, in these last 2 games against Vegas. But that's where the bar is set. Like, just don't lose this a series. And I think if you have both those guys playing to that level, they're going to be okay. I don't know, man. Like when you're playing so well that you're like limiting an opponent to 1 shot in a period defensively, like you can afford to have Skinner and Pickard as your goalies at this point. I mean, the Oilers' defense and puck possession, all of it is just blown me away so far in the playoffs.
We had trouble answering this, both listeners, viewers, and us, but an MVP for the Oilers through this series with the Golden Knights. What would you pick?
Wasn't one. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. The team, right? I'll take the field.
Yes, that's what other people like Dusty. It's a team effort.
But that's exactly that's the best answer. Like, that's the best answer. If it's Leon, if it's Connor, we expect it. If it's not them and it's everybody pulling the rope in this tug of war, like that's the best thing that could happen. Look at the I know we're going to talk about it, but look at the Leafs, right? Like when their best players aren't their best players, everyone else looks like they've got their heads chopped off and they just running around like they don't know what the hell to do. Like there's no supporting cast there to speak of to pick up the slack if the big guys don't hit the board. And in Edmonton, like a couple of years running now, the supporting cast has been outstanding.
Let's just stay in the West quickly. We had Bruce Boudreau on the show earlier, and he does think that Winnipeg can get it done at home. Do you believe that, or is Dallas just too damn good? Do they go in there and finish this thing off?
Bruce Boudreau, really cornering the market on chubby guys that like wrestling today, aren't you, boys?
He's very sad with Cena being a heel. He's not happy with Cena so far. Yeah.
Oh, Bruce, I know Bruce, and Bruce is amazing, and like he is the epitome of it's real to me, damn it, meme. Like he's always...
Today he said actually, because we always talk wrestling with him in the segment, and I said, what have you thought of? Because people were asking, like, you got to get Bruce's thoughts on Cena as a heel for the last little while here. And Bruce was like, they got to keep it realistic. There's no way he would beat Randy Orton in a real life fight. I was just like, damn it, Bruce, I love you. Like, it was just, he's so good. He's so good.
That's the best answer. I wouldn't be shocked if we're back in Dallas for 6, to be honest with you. I think Winnipeg has played pretty well at home. I thought they actually had a really strong game 4 in Dallas. Like they pumped 72 shot attempts on.
Yeah, they played well. Yeah.
Yeah, Ottinger played really well. Again, what undid them was their goaltending, because I think Hellebuck really let in a softie on the first Gramling goal. But overall, I mean, they got beat by the best line in hockey right now with this Granlund, Hintz, and Rantanen line. They got beat by Granlund on the power play. Like they know what went wrong in Game 4. I thought they played pretty well, so I wouldn't be shocked if this thing gets pushed to 6 back in Dallas. But I think it probably ends there if it does.
A lot of boxes checked off from a disappointment scale in Toronto yesterday. The Panthers players on the ice were like laughing in the third period.
From parade planning to jersey throwing.
Yeah, like a lineup to get out of the building with about 10 minutes left. The jersey throw. I mean, I don't know if he goes that far that they deserved it, but man, they didn't deserve anything last night, did they?
No, and I'm so exhausted by all of it, to be honest with you. Like now, it would be so much more interesting if they got close and lost. Like it'd be so much more interesting if they went down, swinging their sword in the middle of the battlefield rather than just like embarrassing themselves again. Because now we have to do the 100th variation of, do we let Marner go? What's wrong with Matthews? Blah, 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 blah. And I feel like we've talked about this ad nauseum, like for the last 5 years. So there's no variations on the theme. I guess the one variation is now they can actually let Marner walk if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Which will be an interesting conversation. Again, like we're putting a nail in their coffin. I still think there's one card to play in this series, and that's Stolar is coming back and playing out of his mind in game 6, which is not out of the realm of possibility. Problem then is you got to win a game 7 at home where the fans have basically quit on you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem right now.
That's a tough look going back there.
Yeah, the minute the Panthers land a punch in a game 7, everyone's going to the exits. Like you've lost the market because of the way that you played in that game last night again. So I don't know.
If they go out with a whimper in game 6, Greg, I mean, you can't bring back the core, right? It got to be some sort of change.
What I know people are saying that, and so like you can let Marner walk. Then I mean, what are you doing with Matthews? Like he's the best goal scorer in the league since Ovechkin. I mean, like
you got to keep some of them, obviously, but it's just you got to change it.
It's a culture problem. It truly is. Like they're throwing Craig Berube at the thing to hope that he can get their head straight. They changed the GM. They bought in some guys, but like think about the way Zach Hyman scores goals, and then think about the way that Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews score goals, and which one of those three has had the most success in the postseason? Like they're peripheral players. The team is built around guys that aren't necessarily the guys that you need to win in the playoffs. And unfortunately, that's their lot in life. So they're going to have to figure out ways to color in around those lines. Because if you look at Florida, why does Florida beat the hell out of the Leafs? Because their core players are the players that excel in the postseason. And the Leafs core players are not. And so you have to then augment your supporting cast around them or get guys in there that can teach them how to play. And I'm sorry, that's not John Tavares, who's had about as much playoff success as Austin Matthews has. And so it's a culture problem there, and it's going to perpetually be a culture problem until A, they change the configuration of the core, which they're obviously going to do this summer, where Marner will go get his money and skate away, and then B, just figure out a way to get the right people on the ice and in the room that are going to teach guys like Matthews how to go about things in the postseason. And by the way, I think there's been a lot of really unfair criticism of Matthews. He's obviously hurt, and if he's not, he should have surgery anyway. Just try to have people tell him. Go to Turkey, get the hair done, like everybody thinks I did. It's all natural. It's all here. Like just get some surgery so that you can use that as an excuse after the season. But he's clearly hurt, but that doesn't excuse the other series in which he's not scored. The last thing I'll say about this, I know I'm rambling on here a little bit. We've talked about before the problem with the Leafs being that they are kind of born in the wrong era. Like they're born in an era in which the Atlantic Division has produced Tampa, Boston, and Florida.
Yeah.
And this is not to excuse a guy that pops 70 goals in the regular season, not scoring goals in the playoffs, but that's Cirelli and Hedman, Bergeron, and Barkov are the guys that have been shutting down Austin Matthews for like the last 5 years of his career. That's tough. That's tough for any player. Let alone one that doesn't necessarily have the kind of game that transfers to the playoffs.
An excellent chat. Good sir.
Also, I wanted to ask how the Warriors game was last night.
Yeah, were they turning on the bar? What was this?
Dude, I was at a bar in Bethesda, Maryland. I was having beers with maybe people know Sean Gentili of The Athletic, a good chap, to use your preferred nomenclature on the show.
Well played, Greg Wyshynski.
The minute the Leafs game is over, they start going through the channel guide. I'm like, oh, they're gonna go and find where the Vegas game is, and like. Instead, they put on the Warrior game next to another television at the Warrior game. Then they went to a third television, scrolled the thing, put on TMZ, the gossip show, and then they got rid of that and put on a third Warrior game on the televisions. And then finally, this is what American fans have to deal with. Okay, for those of you who don't know, then over the corner behind a giant pole, so I have an obstructed view. They finally put on the Edmonton game for me, and I'm just craning my neck to see nobody score for 60 minutes. So that's again, you guys in Canada have a lot of things that I wish we had in the United States, healthcare. But I do want to just say that one of the things that you should not take for granted is you could walk into a convenience store and the Oilers game is going to be.
We'll get Carolina, Washington.
Yeah,
we'll be able to watch that.
That will be on. Yeah.
I mean, we might not watch it, but it'll be on.
Yeah, we have the option. Yeah.
It'll be on, and then meanwhile here, I'm in Washington, and I guarantee you there'll be a bar tonight where you have to walk in and be like, "Can you shut off pickleball and ESPN 9? Can you put on the Caps game?" That's how it is for American hockey fans.
Greg, as always, man, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
There you go. Let's go Oilers. Bye.
There you go. Greg Wyshynski. Let's go Oilers.
Oh, look at that.
And, our finest gentleman winning over the hearts of many around the city this morning. Greg Wyshynski. Now, there's a guy, see? All right, we are 56 likes away from changing 1,500. Does it happen while we have the man with us? Who was with us the first time we changed 1,000?
A very gentlemanly man.
A very gentlemanly man today. Shall we all rise? Shall we? All right, it's Scalding Hot Takes, brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Let's bring in Gager this morning, offering premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value. One of Alberta's premier public golf courses, home to the EST Golf Classic. Book your tee time today at theranchgolf.com. That is theranchgolf.com, proud to host over 120 tournaments each year, including that Play Alberta EST Golf Classic. A good day to you, Judge. How are you doing today, sir?
Good day, sirs. I am a little bit disappointed in your attire this morning due to the fact that you're not in traditional barrister attire, but we will get past it. I will not put this into my judging.
Need more aftershave. Wait till you smell the studio later today, Gager. It's gonna be a good one. A glorious victory last night for the local chaps, wasn't it?
Glorious victory, yes. I didn't see most of it as I was dancing into the night at the Pink Pony Club last night.
All right, there you go. Had to get to that. All right, are we ready for Scalding Hot Takes? Shall we have some? We have some hot takes today.
Quite
from gentlemen. A gentleman's round of hot takes. Young YouTube Trev, young chap, are you ready to go with your takes?
Yes, of course, I'm ready. Yes.
I think your accent is going to be the most memorable thing about today's show. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
All right, Rick, you ready? You ready for some Scalding Hot Takes?
Yes.
All right, I got some Scalding Hot Takes for you as well. Gager, you ready? Good, sir?
Let's proceed.
All right, here we go. Who's you go first. I'm second, Trevor. You got the hammer.
All right.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Cheerio.
All right, cheerio.
For Scalding Hot Takes.
See?
Measles is a grand disease.
Hot take alert.
Evan Bouchard, if I do say so myself, was a mighty fine defender.
That's a hot take.
My favorite kind of night is one that involves a gentleman's sweep.
Careful. That take's hot.
Jeff Skinner should get another game.
The hottest of takes.
The Oilers and Golden Knights was a joyous, splendid spectacle of sport.
Wow, Scalding Hot Take.
That was a masterful take, Sir Dustin Nielson.
Hot take alert.
Jacques has beautiful legs.
That's a hot take.
Chris Knobloch's decision-making is spot on, I tell you, spot on.
Careful. That take's hot.
On second thought, I reckon LeBron James is the GOAT indeed.
The hottest of takes.
Tommy shorts aren't short enough.
Wow, Scalding Hot Take.
Evander Kane is a robust fellow, but effective, see?
Hot take alert.
Reed Wilkins puts the eye, and I appreciate every one of you.
That's a hot take.
Joaquin Gage should be on the King's Court judge bench.
Careful. That take's hot.
You know what I enjoyed most last night? It was a good hearty handshake between fine gentlemen.
The hottest of takes.
Roses are red, violets are blue. How could you ever doubt the orange and blue?
Wow, Scalding Hot Take.
You just rhyme
blue with blue? That might get you the mitt. That might. On a day like today.
Jeff rhymes blue with blue and hot takes. All right, let's go to. Let's go. That was indubitably an excellent round of the hottest of takes. Let's turn it over to His Majesty here.
Very well done, chaps. Very well done. But I believe that the mitt is on the move again today. We will be moving it towards Sir Trevor this evening. I believe his takes were.
Yes, I would certainly love to do that.
What'd you say his takes were, Gager?
His takes were quite intriguing, I would say, and I don't know where this. I should have a better English accent after watching Masterpiece Theater most of my life as a young child.
It's still better than Trev's, man. I'll give you that. All right, Gager, we'll see you around the office later on, buddy.
Cheerio.
There we go. Cheerio to you too, good sir. Cheerio to you. Well, Justin Balgoni says, well game, Trev, well game. I think it was a fair game played by all.
A very sporting match. Yes.
Good job, good sport. Well done.
You want some aftershave for your...
put on some aftershave.
We all have a...
Rub it into your beard hairs.
We all have a spritz. Yes.
And, Philip, top it up for my old chap here. Top it up for my old chap.
Don't make me stand up and come over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we are 29 likes away. Oh, I'm still fine, sir. 2 more shows to do later today.
2 gentlemen and a goalie on the way today?
2 gentlemen and a goalie and the lock shop with us. We are 30 likes away from changing 1,500. Let's go. Hammer the thumbs up for us. That'll be a splendid show today. Shall we dive into the rap for William Huff? If you want to do your business with the finest of gentlemen, Sir Bruce and William Huff. Looks your place could look as good as ours here. Now, this is a glorious spectacle of establishment. Guys, what do we learn on this show today? Eh? I like how your boxers actually match your shoes. It's actually pretty good.
I planned it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a glorious look. This is another new pair of socks. I'm like 21 straight days with a new pair of socks. Look how good those are.
These are from the pack that you...
Yeah, from my mom and dad birthday
So they're
pack.
not just like generic white. I thought it would be like a...
The people who sired me have provided me with fresh socks for 3 months for my birthday.
It is a log jam at the top of the PGA Championship.
That's what we learned? Where's our boy Patty Harrington?
Corey Connors, the low Canadian at 1 over through 8, tied for 35th, and Padraig Harrington tied in 61, 3 over through 13.
A terrific round of sport coming up later today at Quail Hollow, as the top 3 gentlemen in all the land will be striking the ball together.
It's a championship.
Scotty Scheffler, my second cousin Rory McIlroy, and Xander Schauffele. Those 3 guys are going to be playing today.
Xander Schauffele.
Trev, young chap, what did you learn on the show today?
So I actually just learned that I rhymed blue with blue. I did not know that until you guys had brought it up.
Sounded good.
Good enough for a victory today.
Of course, yes.
Good enough for a victory today.
Yes, I forgot to grab the elusive mitt. Yes, thank you.
We will be cheering for Rory McIlroy at the Quail Hollow, a track that he has basically toyed with for years, as Dusty's got a Grand Slam Rory ticket that pays like $34,000 if he wins all 4. So fingers are crossed that Rory can get it done today.
I wish Santa would have said that. Yeah,
that would be that would be something else. This one says, best show ever. People who didn't watch on YouTube were the real losers. Nobody's a loser today.
No,
we're all fine gentlemen.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
18 likes away from 1,600 or 1,500. So 18 likes. Hammer the thumbs up. We're 18 away. Sound of the day today. This was put together last night while I was watching Tommy and Hernan and Belzy and Reed. I put a little ditty together for everyone to celebrate a gentleman's sweep on a glorious morning. Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweep. Good night, golden nights. Come on and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so sweet. Hot dog. Yes, it is so sweet.
Mighty fine work, chap.
Mighty fine work indeed today. 3 likes away from changing 500. Let's dive in. What do you get for? Maybe there's the inbox took I apologize to Paris Jewelers. Your inbox took an absolute pounding today. We will get to the text of the day coming up here. I'm just trying to search. I wrote one in that killed me early in the show. Let me see if I can.
Well, Tony texted. Might I say the last 3 episodes of your show have been the best? You guys don't get paid enough. Interesting.
Yeah, I would agree. I would love to pay myself more, but we're trying to run a business with 10 employees. So none of us probably technically get paid enough. Let's go with this one for text of the day today from A&W. Introducing A&W's new Steakhouse Teen Burger.
Which I guess tomorrow.
From bun to bun. I hope tomorrow.
Tina,
Tina, the boys are waiting. Tina. If you work with Tina at A&W, tell the boys I love a Steakhouse Teen Burger on a Friday morning. From bun to bun, it's loaded with steakhouse flavors unlike any of you had before. It's got bacon jam and sweet smoky peppercorn aioli. That's creamy and savory. Creamy and savory indeed. A&W's juicy grass-fed beef raised without the use of hormones and steroids. Who needs those? Taste the steakhouse team burger for limited time at A&W.
That sweet, smoky, creamy aioli line.
Canada's original burger chain since 1956 when we were running the streets of Brooklyn, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Yes, indeed. Dave the Welder. This is your text today. It's a long one. It's never going to win text of the year. But this show might win an Esty. My lovely dear. 'Twas an exciting night on this long road towards the treasure they call Stanley Cup. Our warrior stew seems to have recovered as we conquered the second mountain. We will rest and see what awaits us around the bend. Stay well, my lovely. P.S. Your cousin Toronto seems to have fallen off a cliff. There appears to be no hope for life with him. My apologies.
Yeah, if you missed the call-in.
Yeah, we hit the phones at 10:50
The Wizard of
for a while.
Oz thing was just... And he called this gentleman.
We took 2 calls, or we listened to 2 calls on 10:50 today, live on the show from TSN 10:50 in Toronto. The first caller said, I just got back to Nashville.
Yeah.
I spent thousands of dollars going to game 4. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 9 times. And then the other caller we listened to called in, probably a bit senile.
An older gentleman, yeah.
Says, do you know the movie The Wizard of Oz? I'm like, yeah. He goes, the lion and the Tin Man. And what's the third one? And it was just, oh man, there's a reason.
He had something though. We thought.
Can you imagine me going, hey Tommy, good news. On the post-game show, we now have the ability to take phone calls.
Oh.
Try again. Probably not going to happen. Oh, this is an interesting.
It is worth noting the station record is 1,552 likes. And we are currently at 1515.
Well, we should stick around for a record-setting morning. Eh?
Yes, can wait.
Why not? Here's what we'll do today. We'll wrap up with this song, and maybe it takes us to the like total. Eh? Shall we? Hammer the thumbs up. So we're close to the record here. It's 1556.
Oh, disputed from one match.
Awanik says 1556.
Yeah. Oh,
interesting.
Very.
Oh, a battle between gentlemen in the office of Edmonton Sports Talk.
The game is on.
Curious.
My apologies.
Something strange is afoot here.
A gentleman admits when he's wrong, and I think I was wrong.
You are, if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, slide on over. If you're watching on YouTube and for some reason you haven't hammered the thumbs up yet, let's hit it. Let's do this as we surpass this 1556.
Step inside Rogers Place, play La Bamba, baby.
A gentleman's show.
Play La Bamba, baby.
We're a dangerous team when we're rolling, when we're healthy, and we are healthy.
Cup is on the line, baby, come and get it done. 16 wins, yeah, they're going on a run. Looking to advance, going deep in the dance. Hop on the bandwagon, let's hear the fans. The fans.
Such a place to play, honestly. So much history, these fans. It was great to hear their sport.
Right. Big fun.
Every single night. Clubs coming up, baby, gonna be a fight. 6 games, 5 games, how about a sweep? Ticket prices, yeah, they're gonna be steep, yeah. Yeah! Come on! It's the playoffs! Crank it up! It's the playoffs! Take the cup!
7 away from the record.
Gotta get the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Come on, lift it up!
Tied the record.
Time. No more way.
New record.
For the oil.
1559.
Yeah.
Cheers, my gentlemen. A cheers to you. Help.
Painting 500. Painting 500. Painting 500.
First gear, second gear, third gear, go. McDavid 97 needs a one-man show. Dry saddle, Iverson, gotta love the nude. Bruce Skinner and Picks need to be huge. They gotta squeeze a little, squeeze a little, squeeze a little more. Get the bottom 6 to find a way to score. One time, overtime, gotta find a way. Jam-packed moss pit going inside.
1,600.
32 away from 1,600.
Come on. Post game in the house.
Hello, post game. See?
Yeah.
Oh, it's be a splendid show, fine gentlemen. A fun time. That was really fun today, boys. That was a good time.
Stupendous.
That was a good time.
Absolutely stupendous.
That's a tremendous time. Almost hit 1,600 likes, so that's incredible. Stick around. Turn on TuneIn, or if you're on TuneIn or iHeart, make sure you stick around. We've got the Hangout coming up right away, and turn on autoplay over on YouTube, and that will take you right over to the Hangout with Maddie, Tommy, Jasmine. We got some new 2 Hoots and Finished Long Drink swag for them. There's some hoodies and stuff.
Swag,
yeah. That's.
I was saying Jasmine needs to kind of keep going. She's feeling it this morning, and we got to kind of. It's a party machine.
Definitely a party machine.
Enough.
Yeah, definitely a party machine. All right, that's going to be for us. Trev, take us out on a duel. I challenge you to a duel today in the gentleman's show.
Yeah.
For you too, Trev, a good young sport.
Mighty fine show,
a good sport,
gentlemen.
a champion of Scalding Hot Takes, and Lieutenant Eric. I, Tisby, Dustin Nielsen, thank you for joining us on the gentleman's show. And good night. Golden Knights.